Ready.
Wonderful, thank you. So, the day is the 23rd of Nightool, a mere 7 days from the end of the year 1496. It is the dead of winter, and you've decided to spend these cold winter months in perhaps one of the coldest parts of Faerun, the spine of the world mountains. It is horrendously cold, and you've been here a little while now, perhaps beginning to forget what it even really felt like to be properly warm and toasty around a fire. But you're doing it for a good reason. You're here because your good friend Jorek Archelon Jorek to those he's not acquainted with, seemingly is in trouble. You know that he seemed off. You gained a little bit of information from a compatriot of his, the guard captain of a group of the clan Archelon guards patrolling the Platinum Stair, who you managed to win over a small amount and break through their frosty demeanor a little bit. You found out that he seemed a little bit unsettled, somehow not fitting with the rhythm and routine of daily life at Rhinebreath Monastery. But the rest of it still remains a mystery. You're keen to find Kadra, Archelon Kadra, find out what she knows. It was her that sent you all the original missives, calling on Jorek's battle brothers to come and help him. Your journey's been one of trial and tribulation. Traveling north, you managed to make decent progress, but the mountain itself has proved a bit more of a tumultuous task. You've been stopped in your tracks at some points due to the weather, held up by a white dragon, which you promptly decided to batter into the ground and turn into a tent, and then throw down the side of a mountain. Sandral seems the one most keenly aware of the potential consequences of such an action and is urging the party onwards. Your previous guide, Grace of the Gods, took this affront against the worshipped white dragons, worshipped by the clan Archelon of Mount Archelon. She took this as too much of an affront to the rules and respect of the mountain, and abandoned you, heading back down the mountain with her small flock. You have no idea what's gone on with her since. You decided to just keep heading upwards. You needed to help your friend, and by hook or by crook, you're going to do so. Towards the end of last session, you found yourselves, due to your scouting pair of Grey and Sandral, they managed to spot some frost giants that had been clocked, you think, the night before climbing up the side of the mountain. And Grey, with the great brain, understanding that 3 does not equal 4, decided to look around and spotted, right at the end, the last missing frost giant on a crag high above, who seems to have spotted the party, but not, at least seemingly not, yourself and Sandral lying in the snow. This is where we begin our session today. We will expect for now, Platinum Stair map. It is a tense... Oh, God. It is a tense moment as you crouch where you are in the snow. Sandral has already warned the party to duck down and crouch, but they aren't yet aware of the frost giant above or even the frost giants below. So I'm passing... We're not in initiative, but I'm passing the first actions, if you like, to Grey and or Sandral. What would you like to do with the knowledge that you have?
I'm trying to remember, did we move a little further ahead than the rest of the gang, so we're sort of a distance away?
Yeah, it's not far. I'd say maybe 20, 30 feet.
Okay.
They are behind you.
I'm trying to remember, didn't we do a stealth? Yeah.
Yep, the two of you are stealthed currently.
So... I think what I'll probably do is yeah. Okay. Then what I might do is just I do it without giving myself away. Yeah, I'll probably that's what I'll do. Gray would whisper to Sandrell and suggest that she head back. Oh, hello.
He's trying out his character sheet, which I've probably fucked up.
That's some stuff. It looks good though. Whatever attack that is.
Sorry, trying something.
My ultimate ability. Yeah, he would whisper and suggest that Sandrell head back to the rest of the group and warn them everything we've seen, basically. And if he hadn't already, make her aware of the fourth one.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's fine.
Yeah, so I guess you'd try and sneakily go back.
Yep, that's fine. I can continue your stealth roll from before. You move slowly in the snow towards the rest of the group.
Mm-hmm. So the giants haven't seen.
There's the three down below with the two young Remoraz, that they seem to have broken in as pets or trained creatures. And then there's the one that Gray has pointed out to you high up above, who is looking down intently at the group.
Okay.
Well, you tell me. Have you turned back towards the group to move towards them, or are you shuffling your butt backwards but staying facing forward?
I think she'd fully turn around.
Okay. So then, as Sandrell is reaching the group, it would only be Gray. You notice that the giant up above seems to be leaning back from the crag, perhaps reaching down to something behind, out of sight from you.
Okay.
You don't know what, but there's some activity going on.
He was doing nothing, now he's doing something.
Yep.
Roughly how far away would you say he is?
It's quite high up. It's maybe 60, 70 feet up above you.
And the others are down, so I'm picturing it as we're in the midpoint and most of them are down below us and then there's the one above us. Is that right?
Yeah, if I do a very simple... You guys have come up the stairs, then there's a valley. So, Gray, you're here. G for Gray. The party's back here on the slope. There's mountains all up above.
Yep.
There's a frost giant who's up here.
Yep.
And then the other ones are down there.
Yep. Okay. Then I think what I'll do, just because I don't really have an awful lot of options, so I think what I'm going to do is ready my bow at the one up above.
Yeah.
And take a reactionary shot if it looks like he's reached down to perform an attack, something aggressive, something that would be a threat to me and my gang.
Cool. Sounds good. Sandrell, you've reached the party. What's the plan?
Who's the closest?
That's up to everyone else. The marching order. Does anyone think they'd be at the front?
Probably not, but I don't mind. I can be at the front if no one else wants to. Tyler and Bungo could be right next to each other at the front.
I thought Blam would be at the front. It's Blam.
Blank could be at the front. Yeah.
Lamb can be at the front. He doesn't mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
be
yeah?
at the front, Blam.
So Sandro, you reach Blam at the front of the group.
Like, prod him in the neck. Wait.
He says.
There's some. Are they giants?
Yeah.
Some giants watching us. They're up there. And she'd point.
Blam squints.
with Sandrel's direction, you can see up the top of this crag, this peak above a giant. That you can just see sort of this muscular arm holding the edge of the peak, and the rest of the giant seems to be leaning down behind.
Would I be able to see these giants to know what type of giant they were?
Yeah, I mean, I think with Sandrel pointing and the rest of you were put on alert anyway by Sandrel beckoning you to wait. You can all look up and sort of see some commotion up in the peak above. Yeah, I think you can do a history check for me, Bungo. It's not a very high DC.
Can I do one?
Yeah, absolutely.
History or nature?
Either one's fine.
Oh shit, add 4 to mine then. Not that it's very good. 7.
The DC was 5. It's not very difficult. I think especially because you've had run-ins with rather unpleasant run-ins with giants before, Bungo. I imagine Bungo taking a bit of an interest in giant stories and learning a bit more about them. Yeah, the location, the blue skin, the muscular setting of these giants, you think they're frost giants. Atala, with that role, you know from your own studies and learning that theirs is a very typical warrior culture. They prize strength, glory in battle. Contests of strength will decide often who leads the tribe of frost giants, and that is how they organize themselves in tribes. They pride themselves on not becoming domesticated, if you like. They pride themselves on not farming. They don't keep livestock. They raid. They take from others, and they survive and thrive off of that.
How do they feel about strangers?
I think with a 25, you'd feel confident that they see anything else as either prey, like easy prey, or a worthy challenge, really. And either way, there's only really one course of action. With a 25, you got a great history skill. There's something more, but it's not going to come into play just yet because Atala can't see down into the valley. But yeah, we'll get there. But yes, you're made aware. And as Sandral is poking, this is all happening at once. Grey, you're keeping very keen watch on the frost giant above, and you do see that as the rest of him begins to emerge, you see he has a huge rock, a boulder in his hand, and he is trying to throw it over the peak down towards what seems to be towards the group. I'm assuming you want to fire?
Yeah, I can't think of any other possible reason why he would decide to start benching.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Go ahead, make that roll, and you are hidden, so it is with advantage.
Fly!
An 18 hits.
Phew.
The arrow flies through the air. You hear the whistle as it cuts through, and Grey, with your sharp aim and what's being exposed to you by the frost giant reaching above the crag, the arrow sinks right into the vulnerable pit, the armpit of the giant as he's reaching up with a boulder, and you see it stutter his aim, and instead of a powerful throwdown towards the group, the boulder tumbles down the hillside, crashing loudly, rolling end over end towards the group instead. could I have everybody that isn't Grey please make a dexterity save for me? Blam, you have advantage on this because of your barbarian nature.
Yes!
You do dex save.
Does it count as a missile?
You can try and catch it if you want. We'll see how that goes.
Well, it's deflect missiles.
True. I'm open to ideas.
I've seen anime. I know how this works.
It's like Saitama. He jumps up and punches it and explodes. What was it? A
Okay.
con or dex?
Dex save to dodge out the way of the boulder. Uh, 11.
At least lower the DC.
What? Deflect missiles?
No. Because instead of throwing it, it kind of.
Oh, no,
awkwardly
yeah.
rolled down.
The DC wasn't very high. I'm just looking at the numbers now. So anyone who got over a 10 or higher, passes.
Nate.
Yeah, the two good barrels in the snow.
How
You'll all be happy to hear that Yoris got a natural 20. Good job, Yoris.
Yay.
how big
and-
is this rock, Tom?
That.
Pretty big. I'd say about
Would it be like
about
a medium
5 or
or
6.
large size?
5 or 6 bungos. I would say medium. It's not large size.
Interesting.
So it tumbles down towards you. Everyone except the good barrels and one of the guards, it would have been Yannick, manages to leap out of the way, taking no damage. Bungo and Atala, you don't just stand there as it hits you full on, but you do get caught by it as it goes past. Same with Yannick.
I was so hoping
If
Ethelbert
I,
would just like stone shape it at the last moment.
Yeah, if
That
I
would have been cool.
if I like front up and take more damage or something, would I be able to stone shape it in the time it's passing?
What is stone shaped touch?
It is touch.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And stone shape is 5 foot, right?
It says you touch a stone object of medium size or smaller, or a section of stone no more than 5 feet in any dimension.
Yeah. What do you shape it into? Think carefully.
I want to shape it into a large hammer and signal for Blam to grab hold of it.
Jesus.
It says you can shape it into a weapon.
What is Blam's deck save? 20. Yeah. Blam, do you grab?
Yeah, of course I grabbed a hammer.
Bungo, do a quick wisdom save. Wisdom save for me, please. Yeah, that's enough.
16.
Yeah. So as it comes tumbling down, you all prepare to dive off to the side, but Bungo, stalwart in his posture, steps forward, holds out a hand, and as the boulder reaches him, it's almost ready to bounce up into him. He places a hand on it, and with Lyra's light around, it cuts and shapes the stone down into this huge, brutal-looking hammer that Blam just then reaches a single arm up and catches in his hand.
Very cool.
Amazing. Well, with the sound that was made, I'm afraid it is going to be initiative, as the Frost Giants have definitely been made aware of something going on.
Mm.
Something sounds fucky.
That sounds real fucky. Let's get the old music going.
Watching the new Stranger Things. It was so funny when they said that they're planning D&D and they're
No
like,
spoilers.
oh, and everyone was like, what the fuck?
Top right, please, if you can assemble yourselves there. I'll explain the map in more detail in a second. But just for now, top right, assemble yourselves and roll as needed.
Has anyone seen who the main bad guy is for the final season of Stranger Things?
Yeah.
It's
No.
D&D character.
I won't say.
Thank you.
It's been announced, like, beforehand by the creators and stuff. But
Yeah, cheese dragon, yeah.
Yeah, it was a cheese dragon.
Oh,
I need to grab Ethelbert.
this journal's huge now. There it is.
Yeah, I've switched a load of stuff onto public knowledge that you guys I've been meaning to do for a little bit, so you can have a browse.
I keep opening things and forgetting to close them, so I really just need to minimize anything I don't know.
It's giant. Initiative.
Oh, not on there. Change it, my first one. Wait, I'm still not on there. I've done it twice now and I'm not popping up on the turn order.
You are there.
Eh?
You got 13 according to the turn order. You're up the top.
The first one, yeah.
Sandrel's on there twice, which is cool. Die, Sandrel.
Oh, that's weird. I see Bungo at the top. I see one Sandra.
Yeah. I see.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I see the same as you, Steph.
How strange. I can't see Blamothy.
Might be
You just-
because
Kieran, you can't see me.
it might be Kieran's on Stefan's on there on a different layer, Tom. That's on like a different page that you might not have deleted from last
I
time.
did roll the first initiative when we were on the previous screen.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that'll be why then.
Do it now, Steph.
There I am.
Nice. And what
Oh,
should I
fine.
change it to?
I've got it. There we
Okay,
go.
nice. Thank you.
Does anyone
Is that-
remember if I cast Aid last time? I've got a second level spell slot used up, I can't remember.
It would be in the chat log, wouldn't it? Fucking
Don't-
Kieran, what's
don't
all this
think
weird?
so.
Yeah.
I watched the last episode back to remind myself. I can't remember, but oh, you did enhance ability.
Oh, well, then I haven't cast Aid then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So to explain the map a little better, obviously the frost giant isn't in this one over here on the left. Isn't where it is right now. It's up above on the crags. That's the one there. So I'll mark it with a little. Well, that's tiny, but yeah, you get the idea. He's up, further up. These ones are gathered down. The range is correct, and you can see that this valley does have a slaloming, a side-winding kind of cut to it. If you want to make your way down safely, you're going to need to follow the path. The ledges are pretty high up. They're about 30 feet up at their tallest, slimming down to about 15 over here, and then to nothing there. Same here, 30 feet, 15 feet down. So these guys are about 30 to 45 feet down from you at the moment.
Okay.
Any other questions about the layout?
Where?
How high did you say he was above? The guy up here?
About 60, if you want to write that on, Natalie, that'd be super useful,
Will.
thank you. Oh, and then for you guys, obviously Sandrala is back with the group, but Grey, where Grey is right now is correct. The rest of you are about 30 feet off the map to the right.
Okay.
Did I give myself away with that shot?
I'm gonna make a perception check for the frost giant above.
Did you say these are about 30 to 40 feet down, Tom?
Yes. Yeah. He did notice you, Grey. Yeah.
Just the one up above.
He rolled pretty well. Yeah, the ones on the ground, that you can hear the sounds of commotion and barked orders, and them starting to move, but
Yeah.
they haven't seen anyone yet. Sandral, it is your turn.
Oh. I guess. So this guy's up on this plinth, right?
The guy is about 60 feet up above, and however many feet that is from Gray, about 70 feet in front, 60 up, and you guys another 30 feet back, so about 100 feet. 100 feet flat, 60 feet up.
And that'd be hard to climb up there, right?
Yes. You could begin, but yeah.
Yeah, I think she wants to start climbing up.
Cool.
And
Make an
she will
athletics
also
check. Oh, no, yep.
Step of the Wind.
Oh, fantastic. Excellent. So you want to just start moving up to a point where you can challenge the guy in his current sort of crow's nest?
Yeah, so he basically can't, isn't going to be throwing more stuff down at us.
Excellent. And does Sandral have a climbing speed? I can't remember whether monks just get that automatically.
Don't
Actually,
think
no.
they do that level.
No.
Nah.
But you do have the ring of jumping, right?
Yeah,
I think they get
Yeah.
the slow fall, right?
They get the slow
Yeah,
fall
get
for
slow
sure.
fall. yeah.
That's fine.
I can't
And you're
see it.
you're spending Step of the Wind. Do
Yep.
you want to dash as well?
Yes, she wants to get up as high as possible.
And your speed's 55, so 165 feet. Jesus, yeah. So Sandrell, just in an absolute blur of motion, goes flying up. Does it take an action to activate the ring? Is it casting on yourself? Ring of jumping?
No, I don't know, it's because it's not on this sheet.
Sorry, yeah. I will quickly check that for you.
Okay.
It'd be at 9th level. You get the ability to run up stuff. But...
Okay.
You cast the jump spell as a bonus action at will.
Oh, is that what it says?
Ring of jumping. Yeah.
Oh, then she can't because she has to step of the wind, right?
Okay, so for that then, make an athletics check for me, please.
Okay.
Got a DC in mind, which you beat. So I'll say with that, with your monk ability and your ranger ability combined, you can go your full 165 feet. So would you like to sort of get up onto the crags and then move along, or do you want to just zoom along first?
She wants to be on a level that's equivalent to him.
Cool. So 60 feet spent going up, and then
Yeah.
105 feet along would get you pretty much right up next to him.
Yeah, she'll do that then.
Okay. Yeah, move yourself up next to him over here. As this blur of Sandrell just goes flying in a flurry of snow and swift limbs as she bounces across the crags and flies into the face of this very surprised frost giant. Bungo.
Quite an easy turn for me. Beacon of Hope cast first.
Fantastic.
Everyone
So that's,
gets it. Any
in
number of
30 feet.
creatures in 30 feet.
which reminds me, I need to put the derp crew out.
It's a good point. I don't think Sandra would get it actually. No, 30 feet, alright. So
She's legged it.
yeah, everyone else gets it though. They get for 1 minute while I'm concentrating, you have advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws, and you regain the maximum number of hit points possible from any healing.
Amazing.
No.
1 minute I will put on Beacon of Hope. Thank you, Bungo.
And then, am I able to take cover, like, away from any potential rock throwing?
The cover is pretty sparse around here. You think probably the best bet it would be to close the angle, so move a little bit forward towards the edge of the sort of peaks above.
Yeah, I'll do that. Did I take any damage from the rock before, by the way?
No, because of your stone
Stone shape,
shaping.
okay,
That
cool.
completely dealt with it, yeah. Very nicely done. Right. What should we use for Beacon of Hope, Bungo?
Let's have a look. Let's do a little bolt shield to
It's
symbol Jorick.
Love it. So that is on everybody. Bow shield. Bow shield. This better not get broken concentration straight away.
Sorry if it does.
That's alright. I can do this while people are taking their next turns. So, Bungo, you want to move a little bit forward?
Yeah, so
Yep.
here, I guess.
Yeah, so you'd be like right on the edge of the map kind of thing?
Yeah,
You can just move everyone else out of the way. I'll put you there.
thank you.
Cool. Blamethy.
Well.
You are currently 30 feet off the map.
Yeah, I'm gonna move onto the map though.
Very good. Movement done. Oh, you've got more movement than that, 'cause you're a Barbie, right?
Yeah, go here.
Nice.
Look at that. Oh, look at that. Right there. Oh.
Right there.
Um. Well. I'm curious about this stone hammer that I have.
Yeah.
Tom quickly whips up some sort of description.
Yeah, I mean, it's made of stone. It's fucking heavy. You know, it's at least going to be a maul, which I believe is 2d6.
Oh.
But that's not really cool enough, to be honest. I think with Bungo's connection with Lyra and the fact that Bungo's done it, what does Holy Weapon do? Is it
I was
how
going to
much
say you could
damage is
add
it?
Blessed Strikes to it, which is 1d8.
Perfect. Yeah. So I'll say it would be 2d6 plus your normal strength modifier and everything, plus an extra d8 of radiant damage if you wish to wield it.
That's pretty cool. But it's a bit far away at the moment, so I guess I could throw a javelin at it.
You absolutely could, yeah,
How far is
as long as it's in range.
it?
Is it
It's
too
in-
meta to tell Blam to step back slightly so I can reach him on my next turn?
I would say if you wanted to blow your reaction to call out to Blam, that'd be fine.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I looked at this up, by the way. Like, everyone has 6 seconds of talking on everyone's turn.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you can talk out and whenever someone's
Yeah. So I think it makes sense as Blam's running past the Tala to be like, but
Blam!
Oh, that
Give me a
makes
second.
Yes, I'll go here then.
yeah, very nice.
Who is that? Yeah. Well, okay. I'll throw a javelin at this guy. It's long distance. What does that mean?
I think it's disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
reckless it. Oh wait, you can't reckless range, can you?
Not reckless range, sadly.
Stupid. And you can't rage. Rage damage doesn't apply on range attacks as well. I found out.
No. Yeah.
Reckless range doesn't make sense because it implies you're not aiming.
Yeah.
But I kind of like that. You just spin around and lob it.
16 still does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Hey, javelin.
Rusty Javelin.
Oh, not bad.
Rusty jugglers.
Very nice. Yep, the Javelin, much less delicate than the slight arrow of Grey. The big Javelin just goes flying forward, sort of shaking as it coasts through the air and slams into the side of the giant. Very nice.
Yeah.
Second Javelin.
Yeah, let's do javelin again then.
Whoosh, whoosh. Whew! Yeah, that hits. Trusty Javelin. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, this Frost Giant is fucking surprised. Excellent. Anything else?
That's it for now. Thank you.
Very good. Ethelbert is gonna do the cool thing that I had prepared. Because why not? Oh, let's check the range. 120 feet should be fine, right? So he'll move 20... No, he's got 30 feet. He'll move 30 feet onto the map. And then 120... Oh yeah, baby! He's gonna cast... He's going to cast Wrath of Nature
Ooh,
as
what's
he
that?
looks down and angrily mumbles something unintelligible towards the giants down below. And in a 60 feet square, or cube, they'll just try and make sure they're all in it. God, it's fucking huge. So, enter the giant to enter the crater. Draw me a shape. Is that 60 going that way? A little bit more, that's fine. Move it up. So, this spell does some cool and weird stuff. Whoosh. So.
Wow,
that's
that's a
useful.
shit roll.
It's. Oh, yeah, on the 46, yeah, it is.
Mm.
It does different stuff depending on what's there, though. Hold on, I'll put it in the chat just because I want people to read it because it's cool.
You call out to the spirits of nature to rouse them against your enemies. Choose a point you can see within range. The spirits cause trees, rocks, and grasses in a 60-foot cube centered on that point to become animated until the spell ends. It's great. Grasses and undergrowth. Any area of ground in the cube that is covered by grass or undergrowth is difficult terrain for your enemies. Trees. At the start of your turns, each of your enemies within 10 feet of any tree in the cube must succeed on a dex save or take 46 slashing damage from whipping branches. Roots and vines. At the end of each of your turns, one creature of your choice that is on the ground if you must succeed on a strength saving throw or become restrained until the spell ends. A restrained creature can use an action to make an athletics check against your spell save DC and any effect on itself. Rocks. As a bonus action on your turn, you can cause a loose rock in the cube to launch at a creature you can see in the cube. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 3d8 non-magical bludgeoning damage and must succeed in a strength saving throw or fall prone.
Oh yeah! For Ethelbert, because of his special stuff that people don't know about yet, his is kind of reflavored slightly to be pretty much exclusively stone themed. So it's all like shards of rock and tendrils of mud reaching out of the ground instead of the roots and vines. So he will use his bonus action to throw the rocks. Ranged spell attack. Gonna throw it at the big one. Oh, Ethelbert, he misses. And then end of his turn, one creature of your choice, strength saving throw will become restrained. He'll do it on one of the little things, because that might actually do something.
That's a really good spell.
It's such a cool spell, I love it. That didn't do anything either, the creature saved. Whoops! On to the Remoras. So, yeah. It is going to move and dash. This is different terrain. 15 feet up, 10, so it'd only get to there. And it's gonna dash to here. 15, and then 15 up. There. Perfect. Varda is going to cower at the back,
Nice.
because that's what he does best. Cowering.
Use your
Oh,
warlock
and-
skills, you coward.
The other guys are going to go on his turn as well. So the guards kind of form up 30 feet forward. They get onto the map. They're just all going to take shots at the giant that Sandrel's about to fight. So 4 heavy crossbow shots. You see Yoris kind of stumbling a little bit with his. He's trying to load up this big dwarven-sized heavy crossbow.
What about Yoris?
1, 2, 3. Yoris, I'll do a disadvantage. Oh my god, they all completely fail as you see these bolts just clatter off the rocks around the giant, narrowly missing you, Sandral. That is their turn. Great.
Okay. Gray is gonna head on over to, I think, over there. I'll check. Bum. Yeah.
Nice.
Head on over to about there, and then yeah, he's gonna use his bonus to dash.
Yep.
Thing. Got him. Bum. Let's get some summit like down here.
Got it.
And as he was running along, he's gonna unravel his rope from his backpack and sort of say to himself, "It's climb time." And as he does,
Amazing.
he's sort of swinging it around, but as he says it, the rope kind of stops swinging and then sort of pokes ahead of him, almost snake-like. It's just
Yeah.
kind of pointing him ready. And that's about it.
Got it. The giants.
Forgot
The
you
one up with
upgraded
you,
that
Sandro.
stupid rope.
We'll begin with.
Fuck
2
yeah.
strikes at you with the great axe. I'm going to make the first one at disadvantage because it was genuinely super fucking surprised at you just darting up to it. But the second one will be a normal roll. First one's an 11. Second one is a 20 to hit you. Which I'm pretty sure hits. For 18 slashing damage, Sandro.
You might have to do it for him, because...
Oh, yeah. As this huge axe carves down, strikes an initial blow against Sandro. Putting you to 69 HP. Alright.
Nice.
Giants. Yeah, they're just going to climb up. Difficult terrain. So it's going to be the same as the Remora's. Oh no, they got 40 feet. So 5, 10, 15 feet up. 25, 30.
These guys are fucking huge. I've just looked.
Oh yeah, they're real big.
Ooh.
40 feet. Oh wait, this guy can dash. So, dash. Cool, that's their turn. Atala.
How tall are they? What are we thinking?
I've got their pages open. Let's have a look. I mean, they're huge in stature, so we're talking up to like 15 feet. Probably bigger, is
15.
how I imagine them.
15's not too bad, but that does mean they can just clamber up that bit. But that's
Yeah,
enough of a problem.
15 plus is what I'm getting from their lore.
Okay.
So yeah, they can definitely clamber up. Atala.
Alright, Blam. Just in case you need it. It's gonna cast Fly on Blam.
Oh yeah.
And who's next to me if she runs up behind him?
Give it to me.
Ethelbert.
Ethelbert?
One of the guards?
I was just gonna say.
Grimben.
Maybe you can cast it
Yoris
yourself.
if you want.
Hmm.
Or on yourself, yeah? Yourself's probably smarter.
Yeah, let's just do it on myself.
Cool. And with the power of flight, which lasts a while, right? It's like 10 minutes?
10 minutes.
Yeah, so I won't put it on the old counter. But as a reminder, little wing on Blam.
Concentration?
Concentration on Atala.
Concentration, yep.
As
Gives you
well as
60
the-
foot movement though.
Awesome. Where would you like to move with that spell?
Just gonna go slightly away from Bongo, but like cooch up next to the mountain, so it's kind of out of range of this guy's rocks.
Yep. Absolutely. Roger that. Where is your token? Is it underneath Blam?
Yeah.
So like over there. And then concentration und saving. Perfect. Anything else?
I think that's it.
Cool. Creature down here. It's actually just going to run straight towards you guys. Difficult terrain. Oh, now that Atala, you are able to see the battlefield completely, and with your 25 history check earlier, you would recognize the larger creature down here as what's referred to as an everlasting one. These are frost giants who, in their desire to be the strongest and the best amongst their tribe, have gone to extreme lengths. They have, what's the word? Called upon the deity Vaprak, which is the god of trolls and other such horrible creatures. And essentially, through a horrific ritual, they have consumed the body of a live troll and gained regenerative powers as a result. So you know this one to be extra strong and tough and likely to regenerate.
Shit.
Great.
Do I know like if anything stops the regeneration?
Yeah, with the 25, I'd say 1, you know that fire or acid will halt the regeneration temporarily.
Okay.
And also that, 25 is a fantastic score. Also that these creatures have a fighting style very similar to Blam's. Essentially, they have a rage of their own.
Shit. Okay. Yeah,
They're-
she'll yell
they're
that out.
nasty.
Cast fire on that one.
Yeah.
What acid?
So
Yeah.
that's the movement. It is gonna fucking lob a rock. It's gonna be more than 60 feet though. That's 30 feet up. 40, 30. What would the hypotenuse be? Actually, it's more like here. So yeah, I'm gonna make it a disadvantage. It's gonna throw the rock at.
I'm still off the map, right?
You are. You're taking cover by the crags and such. I think probably Blam would be the most obvious, or one of the guards. Let's see if it even hits. Disadvantage. Oh, it's rolled pretty badly. Yeah. This huge rock comes flying through the air towards you, Blam, but you just knock it out of the air with your own rock hammer and it shatters around you into nothingness. And you just hear this bellowing anger from the creature down below. Top of the round, Sandral.
She is gonna burn on her flame tongue rapier,
Yep.
and she's gonna be like, "Let's see how much a frost giant likes the heat." And yeah, and bonus action, she will do Slayer's Prey.
Excellent.
I think is a D6 if it hits.
Yep.
Then she'll make 2 flame tongue attacks.
Perfect.
Is it a bonus action to ignite your flame thing?
Don't know.
Sorry.
Let's
don't
have a
wanna
quick
be
look.
Possibly.
I think it might be.
I think so.
It is indeed. So we'll say no Slayer's Prey damage this turn.
Sorry, Kieran.
Yeah.
So it's the left one. Fighting style archery. Oh god.
Whoa, what's going on here?
Yeah, it's been weird, but it's fine. Dexterity plus proficiency is a correct thing, so it's just the left number. I'll ignore the +2. So the 12 misses, but the 23 hits.
Okay.
Is that not from your fighting style?
It's
Yeah,
but
fighting
Sandral's
style,
fighting style is archery,
Oh. Oh, yeah. What the fuck?
so it should be a D8 rather than a D6. Arrgh. But 7 fire damage certainly goes through. Just roll a D8 if you can and roll 20.
Do you want me to do it for you, Kieran?
No, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Woo, that's better. Plus your dex,
What was
which
that
is
for?
3. It rolled a D6 for your rapier's normal damage.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
fine. And plus you got +3 dex, so 8, 11, and then fire damage brings it up to 18. Very nice.
Oh.
Excellent
Yeah.
stuff. That is your turn.
Is Grey up there?
No, he's
Oh, yeah.
down on the path below. You and the,
Okay.
the giant are locked in mortal combat on the crags above. Oh, this party's so good at cinematic fights. Bungo.
Can I try and get, like... How far can I get onto the map?
I'd say with the shelter you were trying to take, you're only 10 feet off now.
Okay. So 10 to get to like here.
Yep.
And then 20.
At this point, everyone's on, so I'll get rid of the thing.
25. So let's see. Quite a range of that guy. This guy's 60 feet up though, right? So is he
Yeah.
would he be in range if I'm 60 feet?
No, that would take it out of range, sorry.
It's okay.
But the guy, this one down,
Hmm.
that was 50 away from you, and 30 down would be.
Yeah. That's fine. I'm gonna actually dash to get to here,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on myself as a bonus action.
Is it constant? No, it's
No,
not.
it's
I remember we
not.
looked at that before.
Yeah.
What's a good sanctuary thing? Shield? Oh no, this one.
Yeah.
Very cool.
That's my turn though.
Excellent. Blamathy Wolfhorn.
Well.
You can fly.
Yes, I'm gonna fly up to it if I can.
60 feet.
Where have I got to?
You're in the middle of everyone here.
Can I fly up to it? Is that too far? How far can I fly?
I'm gonna say yes because it's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Do it.
Cool.
Zoom.
And then hit it with my big hammer.
Oh, you're good. Hammer it. Just use your use your fucking what's it called? Crescent Fall stat
Oh.
for it. 22 will hit. Did you want to rage first?
Yeah, rage
Yeah,
first.
rage it up. Beautiful. Rage. That hits. But it's 2d6 and a d8 you want to roll. Six.
That's not very good.
And what's your strength?
Plus 5, right?
Yeah, +5.
Ooh. So 6 plus 5 is 11, plus rage plus 3 is 14. 17 damage on the first hit. Very nice.
Another one?
Another one. Yeah, that is fucking hell. Yep.
10,
And
17.
another
20.
17. 34 consistently.
Be 20, right, wouldn't it? With the rage.
Right. Oh, sorry. Yes, thank you. Good catch. So that then makes it 37 in total.
Yay.
Yeah, this giant is getting battered now. These big hammer blows from Blam. You see giant-sized teeth, like big hunks of bone, come flying out of its mouth with spittle and blood. Very nice. Ethelbert the Unsteady. At the start of Ethelbert's turn, Wrath of Nature stuff happens.
Oh.
Dex saves for the two things still in it. One for the big one, and one for the normal one. Both giants try to fend off. Oh, the big one got a nat 20. Bastard. 4d6.
Don't suppose Ethelbert can move it, can he?
I don't believe he can, which is a bit sad, but
Wang.
it's done a little bit of work at least. So 10 to this one.
Cast it again.
Yeah. 5 to this one, and it's raging. Oh no, it's not raging it. Cool, and he's maintaining concentration on that. He'll use his bonus action to get up. You see this like hand, giant stone hand, just like fling a boulder out of the ground. Again towards the big nasty fucker. That hits. For 3d8.
It seems to specify that the only ones that would get damaged in it are the enemies, targeted enemies, so that
Yeah.
might be worth remembering.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But with his actual ability, he will cast at 4th level. The range 20 feet box. So I don't think. Yeah, he'll choose to get as many targets as possible. 20 feet box. He's going to cast Erupting Earth.
Nice.
Wait, what's the range? 120 feet, yeah, he's fine. So, deck saves for the 2 Remoraz. 1, 2, and the Frost Giant. 3. 1 passes, 2 fail. Clicking all the things. Erupting Earth at 4th level. $32 bludgeoning damage. That was a very good roll.
Nice.
So
Very good.
32. Ooh, Jesus. So yeah, you just see like a new peak break out of the earth, and just these hunks of stone go flying and smashing into these creatures. One of them manages to take decent cover, taking half damage, but the other one and the giant both take the full 32. Excellent. That is his turn. He will move a little bit into the middle as well. And then the end of his turn. Breath of Nature. Strength checks. They'll probably pass, but let's give it a go. Oh! The big one, as it is roaring up angrily at Blam, who smashed its boulder out of the air, gets entwined in these large tentacles and tendrils of rock as they wrap around it. It is restrained.
That's
rolled
cool.
It rolled a 2 on its strength save. Succeed, strength, yeah, restrained until it does an action to get out. The Remoraz. Erupting Earth's gone now. They've got... Can they get to Grey? And 25. Oh, can't quite get to Grey.
I wouldn't.
It's gonna take the dodge action. This one is just gonna dash around, I think. Get to
Nasty
here.
as fuck.
Yep, they are creepy, and they undulate. They're like bursting down into the snow, then back up again as they move towards you. Vada and the gang. Vada is not doing anything. The gang will move as a little military unit onto the map. Take some crossbow shots at the big guy. Actually, no, they're not stupid. They see this thing's restrained. They're going to take crossbow shots at advantage at the big thing down here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
No.
Miss. 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 Hit.
Yeah!
Yoris got the hit. For 9 piercing damage. Good job, Yoris. Great. Over to you.
Yeah. These things are on my ass, so my rope is a bit limited. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna climb
Mm-hmm.
40 feet.
Yeah.
No, climb. Wait. Yeah, no, climb 40 feet. What will that involve?
You're a thief. You got second story work. Your climbing speed is the same as your movement speed.
Oh shit, I forgot about that one.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, that's like literally nothing. Where is it?
Yep.
Climbing no longer costs. Hey!
Yeah,
Forgot
you're
about
just
that, shit.
hopping from ledge to ledge, handhold to foothold, and up you go.
Okay, cool. And then as he does that, then he commands the rope to go. Say 6 feet. Yeah, another 20 feet up,
Mm-hmm.
which was a bonus. That was a bonus. As a bonus action, yep. So it goes up 20 feet. So that then leaves me with an action.
Mm-hmm.
This rope's got plenty of room left, so actually, once it gets to the top, I saw that there are like trees. I assume there'll be like more trees as it goes up and around, or something.
It's trees, but there are
At least-
rocky outcroppings and things.
Within, so if it's a 60-foot rope, so it will have like 40 feet of room. So as long as in 40 feet there is, some
Yep.
rocks and trees, whatever, something for it to reach. Then you use his action to dash, to climb up that rope, and then I guess that would put him up next to the guy.
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah.
Stick him there or something.
But he's up the top, so the
Pull it
Remoras
back
can't
up
reach you.
and
Very cool. The
hey
Frost
guys.
Giants. This guy's surrounded now. Yeah, he's a warrior. To die in battle is an honorable death.
Oh, I thought you meant you worries.
No. He's gonna... it's just like a fucking battle fury. I don't think he really realizes Gray's there yet, though, because his attention's forward on these two. He's gonna do one at each of you. At Sandral. Great Axe swings. That is a 16 to hit you, Sandral.
Yes, I think it just hit.
Yeah? 16?
Isn't
Fine,
she
fine.
like 18?
On your character sheet it says 18.
Oh, on my character sheet it says 16.
Oh, I changed it on your character sheet. Damn it! No, you got 18 because of your braces of defense.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you managed to slip to the side as the Great Axe carves through the air next to you. Then the backswing comes up towards Blam. 19 to hit you, Blam. For 33 slashing damage, but it is of course halved to 16. 16 damage to Blamathine. The other two. This one is going to climb up 15 feet. Plus, get into here. Can't quite get to Bungo. Oh! Unless he has range. Does he have range? Does he have reach? He does have reach of 10 feet.
Wisdom save.
Oh,
Fucking
yes.
hell.
Very good shout. And his wisdom. Well, he's got a little bit of a bonus. He rolls a 15.
DC 17.
Oh, so that means that he has to put the attack somewhere else, right?
Yeah. I'll put it in the chat,
Interesting.
just so you know.
He can't reach anything with the axe, but because this was his first strike, I'm going to say he can make a rock throw instead. Not a Bungo. So... It's going to be an Ethelbert. It does hit. Ethelbert for 25 damage. Is Wrath of Nature concentration? Yes, it is. That's why I put it in the thing. And that will, and then one more guy. I'll just get this done because I can do things. Is gonna move 20, 15 feet up, and then another 5. He's gonna throw a rock at. Gonna throw a rock at you, Gray.
Alright.
Yeah. 24.
Is that a, do I have to do a dex saving throw?
Nope, just gets yeeted at you. It's an attack throw for him.
Oh.
27 bludgeoning damage.
Uncanny dodge, please.
Yep, so down to 13. That is all the frost giants, though. Atala, you're up.
Can Bungo call out to Atala on her turn?
You got 6 seconds of.
He wants to call out
Speech.
to, like, he's looking at Atala as he says it, but he's kind of calling out to everyone. And he's going to
fails.
call out and says, "Does anyone know the giant word for grovel?"
Does anybody speak giant?
Let's speak giant.
Yeah, I thought Atala might know just because she's, like, very well studied. She might know singular
Yeah.
words, but not...
Yeah, I'll allow a history check, especially because of the 25 roll before.
I was just trying to see if my warlock thing allows it. No, it doesn't, sadly. I can
History
speak
check.
to them, but I can't do the. Oh, okay.
I have a DC in mind.
I only know one giant word, and it happens to be grovel.
That does not pass. You
Damn
don't
it.
know grovel.
Anything else? I don't know grovel.
No, it's fine.
I do know where is the toilet.
Is there like? Because I kind of want to get away from these guys potentially throwing shit at me.
Mm-hmm.
Is there like a ledge up here I can like go prone on and hide up?
100%. With your ability to fly right now, yeah, that's not an
Yeah.
issue.
Would that be enough to like hide from any rock attacks?
Yeah.
Or not really?
100%. Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she goes up a bit and sort of hides on a rock.
Yep.
But I am gonna also throw some fire bolts first.
Very nice.
This is this guy looking kind of shit?
He's definitely looking bloodied, yeah.
Okay. Oh, this guy's not restrained anymore, is he, down here?
No, Ethelbert failed his con save.
Damn it.
Sadly.
Yeah, let's try and get this one down first then. Firebolt.
Hits!
Oh, nice damage.
18, nice.
Oh, that's a good roll. And yeah, she just flies up onto a ledge, hides a bit.
Yep, this streak of flame flies out across, smashes into the giant. Very nice.
Nice.
The one down here now unrestrained. Image. Just leaps onto the side of the stone and just starts clambering up towards you all.
Oh, shut up.
That's
Fucking hell.
terrifying.
Holy
Mm,
crap.
and it will go into its rage as well. Just see it start foaming at the mouth, its eyes going bloodshot.
Jesus.
That moved from about here. Yeah, the climb as well. That will be its turn, but I'll say it gets into an awkward position for you guys. Sandral, your turn.
She will bonus action Hunter's Prey or whatever it is.
Yep. Slayer's Prey.
And then do her 2 attacks.
Beautiful.
Rain down.
Advantage? Yeah.
Always to the left. Boom!
Oh, you fixed it. Nicely done.
Yeah, it was a global modifier on it.
And then a d6 on both? I can't remember how Slayer's Prey works. Let me have a look for you. Slayers. Jesus, her character sheet is crazy.
Yeah.
First time each turn. So just roll one more d6 for me, please. And then we'll add it all up.
Quite a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
That makes the
36.
first hit a nice round 20, and then thank you, Natalie. 36. Oh, yeah. 2 dexterous strikes piercing through, and the flame licking up against its flesh. This thing is cooling out in this deep rumbling tone. It looks like it's very close to being out for the count. Bungo.
No, snowman.
There's no chance Aethelbert knew giant, did he?
Ooh, let me have a look. No.
No.
And Anya chose Vidalkin as one of the languages.
Good.
Which, for flavor's sake, I'm going to say is Aethelbert's own made-up
Yeah,
language,
I like
which
that.
he's made for himself on the mountain.
I speak Vidalcan. Fuck it, I'm just gonna do it anyway in common and just cast command at 4th level. Grovel, bitches. I want all 4 of these giants. Wisdom.
Chuck it in the chat for me, please.
Yes, sorry.
It's alright.
Command display.
Just checking their stat blocks.
Yeah.
Sorry, your worry was correct. They do not understand common.
Thought they might not. No, that's fine. That's
Good idea, but yeah.
that's the breaks.
Yeah. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm moving the fuck away from this shit. It's not all the way up yet, right? So I'm not gonna.
No, it is.
Oh, it is all the way up.
It's come up over the ledge, yeah. It's like hanging on and coming up over the ledge.
Oh,
It
you
will be able to strike you if you move away.
Bitch.
Although it would have to make a wisdom save.
Yeah. No. No, we're leaving that there then, I think.
Beacon of Hope ticks over. Blamathy.
Hello.
Oh.
Let's keep hammering.
Yeah!
21.
Fucking hits, yep. 2d6 plus a d8, please. Ooh.
13, 17 plus 5 is 23 points. No, 22 points of damage.
How do you finish off this first frost giant Blam?
Oh.
With your hammer.
I don't know. I have a vague image of hammering him down like a peg into the ground.
Repeated blows from Blam
You
as
are
this
flying.
creature is just crushed down into the ground, spine shattering. Sandral and Grey, both creatures of dexterous combat, just marvel at Blam's strength as he smashes this creature into a pulp. Beautiful. You have another attack and a 60-foot flying speed if you want to zoom down and hit the other guy.
Yeah, indeed.
Let's do it. Streaking down out of the air. Muscles rippling.
Push him off.
Oh, you could try it if you want.
Oh, can I?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Turn
push
yourself into
this-
a bullet.
This one's next to a higher ledge, I will say. Yeah.
Yeah, this one's better.
Yeah. Go at your roll with advantage.
like-
Athletics, please.
Do it like Luigi in Smash Bros.
And I've got an extra modifier in mind from you flying down like a bullet. I'll do a strength. Oh no, it has a athletics of its own. Ooh, it rolled quite well. It rolled a 25. However, the flying modifier I had in mind was a +5, which puts you on to 26. As you slam into this thing, shoulder checking it, as it just
So good.
windmilling arms back, falls down
Amazing.
onto the ground below. 30-foot drop. It's not going to be the most damage in the world, but it does get it off the ledge for now. 10 more damage. Nice. And it is prone.
Yeah.
Very cool. You killed something, Blam. You've got a bonus action attack if you wanted to take it.
Oh, fuck.
I'll say you could have done it to that guy, or as you were knocking him off.
Yeah, can I?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll that attack. Fuck yeah, it hits.
Damn, this is fucking cool.
He's just destroying these fucks.
12, 15, 20 damage.
Beautiful. Yeah. So the shoulder check comes in, and before the giant even has a chance to fall down, Blam lifts up with a hammer and slams it down, propelling the giant down into the ground below. Oh,
Too cool.
everyone
Too
take
cool.
a moment to fan their faces at how sexy Blam is.
By the way,
Ethelbert.
if this thing
It's me.
tries to hit me and then gets a wisdom thing and kills Ethelbert, and while Anya's not here, I do not take any responsibility for that.
That's fair, but fortunately, Ethelbert doesn't actually have many offensive spells. The Erupting Earth. Oh, he has Lightning Bolt, which actually would be really good here. But he has a funnier spell.
Hmm.
Meld with stone.
Yeah. So as the thing comes up to grab him, he's just like, "And catch me!" and just sinks down into the stone floor beneath him and disappears from sight for now.
God, that is fucking funny. And the best spell, so you don't have to control him as an NPC.
Oh. Thank you, Ethelbert. Right, the Remoras. Grey is out of the way. They do have 30 foot. It's not that much. Here. Here. Lamb's right there. Yeah, so that one actually would have been able to get to Blam. It will make its one attack against you, Blam. And it misses with a 9. The other one will dash to get into range of Blam as well. Let's see if they regret that decision. These four are just going to fire at the big thing because it's fucking terrifying. It's right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Volley of crossbow bolts. Oh, these guys suck! Oh no, it's Yoris that hits again! Yoris 4, 9 damage. Not bad. It's halved, sadly. But yeah, the rest of them are
Maybe
just
they should all come back as
fumbling.
halflings.
Little brave Yoris, just loading and firing. Grey.
Oh yeah, that's me. Right. So, I'm gonna want to. Hang on, let me double check the order I do this. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So. Oh no! Wait. Wait. How does Sorry.
It's alright.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck it, go on then. So, bonus action. Where's it gone? Steady aim.
Oh yeah, beautiful. Yep.
Plucking his feet into the ground. I'm gonna take a shot at the Remoras closest.
Beautiful.
Bonk, bonk, bonk. Boosh. Pshong.
Oh, it's
One of them.
Very
Yep,
nice.
and sneak attack's active because Blam's there. So
And could get advantage.
yeah. Why does he have advantage? Oh yeah,
Steady
steady
aim.
aim. Sorry. 30 damage. Beautiful. Practically, yeah, pin this thing into the ground. The arrow fires straight through, and you can see where the arrow has passed through. You can see this blazing heat emanating from inside the creature, like the shimmering heat wave above the wound. Shows you just how dangerous these things could be. Is that your turn?
Yeah, because I can't move. That was bonus and main. So yeah, that's it.
Roger that. Let me get rid of the frost giant. He's gonna. The bungo. So crowded. Hmm. 40 feet. Yeah. He's going to move to the base. He's going to start climbing up towards you, Grey, but he doesn't get to you yet. And he's going to throw a rock at you.
Who, Sandral?
No, you, Grey. Does a 16 hit you?
No. No.
Amazing. The boulder goes flying past you through the air. This one down here has to spend half its movement getting up. This thing gonna spend 10 feet clambering and throw. I think the only person he can see is actually Sandral's pretty high up. No. Gonna try and throw it at you, Bungo, but obviously wisdom save.
Yeah.
Which it has a +3. Rolls a 14.
17, the DC is.
Lovely. It's gonna try and divert it towards Sandral, but it'll be at disadvantage. 14 to hit Sandral, which misses. Very nice.
God,
It's
Sanctuary
them.
is the best fucking spell.
So good. Atala. And you know what the funny thing is, Bungo? Sanctuary says if you cast a spell that affects other creatures, it breaks it, which Command would have done, but except it doesn't affect them because they don't understand the language.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Alright.
Atala, you okay?
So what I want to do, I want to see if it works before I actually do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to cast Shatter, which works on stone. So I want to crumble the stone to knock this guy back on his ass.
Mm-hmm.
This guy here.
Yep.
But I want to know if it's going to affect the guy on the right, this guy,
Mm-hmm.
and these two up here. I kind of want to like break the rock so it crumbles them down to the floor as well.
Like a landslide.
Yeah, kind of like a landslide type deal. It's 10
Yes.
foot like circle.
What level spell slot will it be cast at?
4.
Pretty strong.
So it's
Yeah.
like that.
I
10 foot
would
like that?
say it has the potential to cause it all to collapse, yeah. I think it's going to depend on... I don't like the randomness of the damage roll, so I'm going to say it will depend on a charisma check from you as your
Okay.
spellcasting ability modifier.
Whether it collapses or...
How much it collapses.
Okay,
It will definitely have an effect, no matter what the roll.
yeah. Okay. Alright, last spell slot. So you want me to do the charisma check first?
Either way's fine.
Either way? It's a con save for damage anyway.
Yep, I'll get those rolling. Woo! Pretty cool.
You say charisma check?
Charisma check, please, yeah. Can you get it to hit all 4? You were measuring it up a second ago.
Yeah, I think it does hit all 4.
Yep, I trust you.
If we go from here,
Left Remoraz.
that guy's only just in it. That
Right
guy,
Remoraz.
that guy's in it.
Frost Giant, and Everlasting. All the rolls have been made for con. Your DC is 16.
Yeah.
The second Remoraz fails, so it takes 22.
I think it's half damage if you win. If you pass.
Nice. The first one passes.
Let's
So
check that
11.
first. Yeah, half on a pass, and charisma check.
Yep. The big one actually failed.
Oh. Damn it!
22. Yeah, so with that, I will say, so the shatter rings out. It's cast at level 4. This is a huge.
Yeah.
It's like there's a crash of thunder, like there's a storm in the ground itself. And you can see the rock starting to dislodge, and the snow kind of tufts up and throws snow up into the air, temporarily obstructing vision for just a moment. And you start to see it moving. The slopes themselves start beginning to slide down. For now, nothing has yet fully occurred, but you've put things in motion with that.
Okay.
Very cool idea. Is that your turn?
I think that's my turn. Yeah.
Okay, back to the big thing.
I am still on the little ledge at the top.
Oh, yeah.
Of...
No reason not to be. It does that. It will try and attack Bungo. Wisdom save. Oh, 19.
That passes.
Oh, shit. Great Axe comes down.
Oh wait, no.
Oh.
It's it.
But wait, there's more.
Oh no, never mind. No, keep going. I was
Okay.
being stupid.
Great Axe attack. Oh, it nat ones!
Hey!
The axe just
Nice.
strikes into the ground next to you, Bungo. Sanctuary's maintained, I assume, so a second
Think so, yeah.
strike. So another check. Wisdom save. Oh my god, yeah, 20. 2 good rolls on the wisdom saves.
Totally fair.
But, let's see if it fucks up. Oh! 14!
Misses.
Oh,
Rolled a nat 1 and then a 3 for its actual attacks.
no.
Carves down. You just see this fury in its eyes as it's unable to catch you. That brings us to Sandral.
Andrel is going to walk along this edge.
Yep.
Well, run. She's going to jump off,
Oh!
slow reaction into slow fall,
Yeah.
and then attack this guy as she falls down.
Oh. I love
Literally
this.
stole my idea.
I love this party.
I
Yeah,
think.
go ahead.
I think it's 5. You need to roll the damage when she lands, but it's 5 times from the level, so the maximum is 35.
For how much? Oh, for how much you stop getting hurt.
He's 66.
Yeah.
I'll roll that right now. Yeah, nowhere near 20.
Okay.
So you
Sweet.
take 0 damage, and I'll say half of that will be converted into your strike on the giant. Because that's what you're doing, using your momentum to strike into him. Make that roll!
How high up is he?
He's about 10 feet up, climbing.
Okay.
That is a miss, I'm afraid. You have to steady yourself. That is a hit. So that you will
Sweet.
convert the damage. So roll the damage, and we'll add 10 to it. Or 24.
She
Very
hasn't used
nice.
a bonus action, has she?
She hasn't. Would you want to do your Slayer's Prey?
Flurry of blows.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah.
Wait. Yeah. Basically.
Miss. Miss.
Oh, unfortunate. So you picture it all in your mind. The amazing fool and the martial Peleus's movements, the falling elbow strike. But as you actually fall, you're like, oh shit, and you have to catch yourself to stop yourself completely tumbling. But you get in one good hit and manage to drive the rapier through the arm of this creature. Very nice. Bungo.
Fuck. Don't know how much Beacon of Hope's really doing here.
No one's taken that much damage yet.
There's 2 options. Yeah, let's just do this. I am gonna, as like this stone giant is trying to hit Bungo and then kind of like missing over and over again. Like I imagine like one of the fists goes down like next to him, and he like just sort of catches like part of it with his staff, and as he does, he's gonna like cast banishment through the staff.
Oh, Magic of Lyra. Charisma. Oh, it's only got a +1. Huh?
This poor giant's like, what the fuck?
Stupid little thing, I can't hit you. It rolled a 9.
Yeah, DC 17. So Beacon of Hope is Beacon of Hope is gone though.
Yep. I'll put banishment up. So we could have some important charisma concentration checks coming up.
Bungo's running the fuck away now as well.
Yep.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, if I can get like in between the rocket into the sky. We've got a minute.
Yo.
Beautiful. Love it. Blam. Got these 2 horrible, snaky insect things snapping up towards you with their big jaws.
They're horrible.
They are.
Well, let's hammer one of them.
Do it.
Like whack-a-mole when they come out of the ground.
Yeah, that hits.
Don't know why I cast that fist level.
Oh, the ones. So 2 + 5 is 7, and then 6 + 3 is 9. So 16 damage. Which one?
All on the right.
On the right, 16 damage. So as you strike down true with your hammer, you feel blasting back from its body is this horrible heat pushes back against you. You take, or you would take, 7 fire damage from the heat. However, your whale skin absorbs some of it, so you only take 3 damage.
Oh wait, are those meant to be like glowing embers spikes?
Along their backs, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they're cool creatures.
Same again?
Yep, go for it. The thing screes. Oh, then that one.
Oh.
With the heat, you have to shield your face in surprise. This icy creature emanating heat. And your blow goes wide. That is everything from Blamathy, Ethelbert. Ethelbert calmly walks out of the bottom of the cliff face. Down here. Ah!
I like to think it opens like an elevator.
And he sees this thing. And actually, this is so cool. He's actually proper elevator mode. He walks out he leans out of the side of the cliff face here, points his finger over, and it's like, surprise! And fucking lightning bolts all the way across these 4 things.
Oh.
Can he not hit Central? Woo!
No.
Oh, it's Scoochie, baby.
I could do a dex check.
5 foot. Yeah, do a dex check for me. Thank you.
Save.
Yeah, dex save, yeah. Monk's shit. Lightning bolt. He'll cast it at level 4 as well.
$26.
Oh yeah, you pass with flying colours, and it's 26 damage. There were 3 1s in there. So from his finger, striking forward, this arcing lightning. Right, I've got to do 2 Remoraz, 2 Frost Giant. Frost Giant 1, Frost Giant 2, Remoraz 1, Remoraz 2. Oh, they did not do good. They all take full damage. 26. Both Remoraz are just incinerated by the lightning coursing through their body.
Oh. Fuck.
Yeah, they were weakened heavily by Blam and others, and your shot as well. And 26 the Frost Giant. Oh shit, that's the wrong button. Beautiful.
The tumbling bodies fall on this giant, causing an avalanche.
Their bodies are still twitching on the ground from the lightning.
Are they still warm
Yeah,
when they
yeah,
drop?
they are.
Ooh.
Ethelbert, I need to check meld into stone real quick.
Let's make warm, cozy tents out of them.
True actually.
Can we just start making tents out of like everything we kill?
I mean, they've got really cool fins. Do it.
Yeah.
Remoraz are dead. Varda is just looking at you all. He's looking at Blam flying through the air and crushing things with a hammer. Ethelbert firing lightning bolts. Bungo banishing a thing out of existence. He's just like, what the fuck is even happening right now?
And he looks at the guards like,
yeah, their little crossbows. Speaking of which, they're going to shoot at this guy down here. Let's see how they do. 1, 2, 3, and Yoris. Oh no, Yoris failed this time. It was number 2, which is Toki. 6 damage. Good job, guys.
Okay.
Contributing. And that brings us to Greg.
I think I'm gonna just do what I did last time. But down on this big fella.
Mm-hmm.
Steady aim, arrow, all that jazz.
Sniper. 16 hits.
Oh, I
30 damage.
think. Yep. Do one of them.
Oh, beautiful. Further 12. Yeah, this sparkling arrow streaks down and knocks the giant to his knee for a second. Just sinks down deep into his chest. Very nice. It is his turn. He's got these 2 little fucking jumpy, roundy, shooty, stabby people. He's got Sandral right next to him. He's gonna go for Sandral. Strike. 23 and a 19.
They both hit.
For a total of 60 damage flat.
Well. That hurt.
Did he take the sneak attack from my arrow?
He did, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He's looking quite rough now. Yeah, Sandral, this thing, determined to die in glorious battle and show something of itself, the great axe slams down into you. 2 brutal strikes. Atala.
How rough is he looking, that one?
He's not on death's door.
Okay.
Bloodied.
Or like on death's driveway.
Yeah. Satnav says
Driveway.
like 10 minutes away from death.
Let me just see. If I've got any potions. No. Nope. Let's just attack it.
Do it.
Firebolt.
Fireball.
It's a rolling. It's a lagging. I'm lagging.
You got a hit of 15. Oh yeah. 12 fire damage. Beautiful. Strikes true. It's astral space, right? Natalie, Bungo, the
Well,
giant's just floating around in the astral sea.
let's look at the spell description, shall we? Banishment. Within
Actually,
range to
where do
another
they go,
plane
or
of
do they just
resistance.
go?
If the target is native to the plane, you banish them to a harmless demi plane.
Demi-plane.
Just
Just
sitting
some
there.
random space. So it does heal, but it can't do shit. Sandral.
Would its
On 9
rage
HP.
drop? I don't know if it's got a range.
Its rage doesn't drop on like normal
Yeah,
range.
I thought it might
I
not.
checked.
Damn it.
She will. God. She'll try and do a stunning strike
Very cool.
with the first hit.
Save. Does have pretty good con. Yeah, rolled a 25.
Yeah, that passes. But I'll roll it anyway.
Yeah. Aim for what you hope is a weak point.
Badoosh.
It does wince. That definitely hits.
And then the second one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That one.
Mm, yes, that is. Wait.
Oh, plus your d6.
Oh
If
no,
you're
I
doing-
don't have it on this one.
Okay.
Where is it? Got so many things. Can't remember if stunning strike is a bonus.
No, you just choose to do it on your attack. You could have
Okay.
done it on that second one as well if you wanted. You can do it as many times as you like.
Oh, I
Doesn't
didn't
cost
know
anything.
that.
Yeah, it's kind of
What?
crazy.
Why wouldn't you just make every single one a stunning strike?
Con save.
Only- Costs a key point, and a lot of
Oh,
bigger
key-
stuff passes it easily. But no, it's one of the strongest aspects of a monk's kit.
She'll flurry of blaze it then instead.
8 out of 10 DMs hate it. Hit. Hit.
13.
Very nice. It is now looking on death's door. It has almost reached its destination.
She'll move there.
Very cool. Shimmying around it, striking again and again, just as your teacher taught you. Bungo.
Just checking stuff. I'm gonna Sacred Flame this guy. Dex
Dex?
save, yeah.
Not good at Dex. -1. That would be a 1.
He takes 12 damage.
12. They ring in death's door. It's pressing the doorbell.
Fuck it. 5th level spiritual weapon.
Woo!
Hey!
Oh, I gotta go get the thing. I'm going
It's
to
been
get
a
it.
while.
Oh wait, no, I don't, because I gave it to you in the thing.
Oh yeah, I can drag it out now. Oh, I rolled real bad though.
You fucking do it. You get your fan out.
12 misses.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Fuck, do I have the thing? Hold on. I do, Heffalump help!
Heffalump help!
Bonus action. Eh.
That'll hit. Roll the damage.
Don't know why it's only doing 1, it's meant to be 2 because I cast it at 5th level. So it should be
So-
another d8.
Yeah, you don't even need to roll it, because
Oh,
even
okay.
if you rolled a 1, that would be the exact amount needed to
Oh.
kill this creature. So the the pinwheel comes grinding down, beginning to miss as the giant sways out of the way, and then you think you see a little spectral rainbow trunk reach out of the air and just knock the pinwheel back, and goes carving across the giant's body, and with a lumbering fall, it reaches
Pinwheel
the
would be
ground.
like extra big as well.
Yeah, pinwheel. Amazing. Blamathy. Let me get rid of some. Actually, no, you can see. The only thing left standing that you can see is this giant here.
Wait, you can make a spiritual weapon bigger?
No, I
No.
can upcast it to make it do more damage, but
And it's cool when it's bigger.
just flavour-wise, I imagine it being bigger and like faster.
Okay. That'll do. That'll do.
Well, let's go fight a giant then.
Yes.
Let's, yeah.
Slam the bullet.
Oh.
Yeah, let's try over there.
Blam.
You still got your stuff if you want to use it. You're reckless and you're great weapon master.
Oh,
You should
Oh.
ride the javelin of lightning. When you're flying.
Sounds like a euphemism.
yeah. Oh, I suppose I could do something, couldn't I? That'd be quite good. Yeah, let's do a.
In the old combo, the old whambo blambo.
It's been a while since I did the combo.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do the combo.
Yes, I love that combo. I remember that combo when it first came out. And my little DM combat planning brain was like, oh, I gotta rethink some shit.
Didn't anticipate Blam could do 40 damage in one turn.
The 100 damage a turn.
Oh, those days.
Hit it!
Yeah,
Hammer it!
that's hammer.
Annoyed that no one's gotten a crit this fight.
It's got to happen eventually.
I summon the nat 20. Blamathy calls for you.
Right.
So reckless for advantage. Use the crescent fall. Oh yeah, that hits. And then roll 2d6 and a d8. Natalie will do her quick maths and add an extra 10.
10 plus 3 plus 5, 18. 28 altogether.
28. The first hammer strike breaks the bones across the right side of this giant's body. You hear the cracking inside it as it cools out. Blood spurts out of its mouth. It's not quite dead. You gotta finish it. Yeah, that hit. 2d6, 1d8.
Oh my god, this is a lot of damage.
Oh.
A lot.
I wanna hear it.
16 plus 21, 24, 34 points of damage.
How do you finish the fight, Blam?
Well, for now.
This thing was holding onto the side of a cliff.
Yeah, for now. Unless that thing's not from this plane.
What's happening? What? Yeah, I will just hammer it. I don't know.
Hammer it down, hammer it up, hammer it into the cliff.
Hammer it down.
Yeah. So the first strike crushes all the bones along the right side of the giant's body. Its grip begins to weaken, but you don't give it a chance to fall, as once again you fly upwards and the hammer comes cracking down into the creature, caving its chest in completely as it falls and is dead. And with that, without any way to break Bungo's concentration,
Well, If this is
Oh.
its home plane, it
There's a
comes
limit,
back
right?
here.
Oh, it comes back,
If this is its home plane, yeah,
which it is.
yeah. So it would come back here at the end.
Okay, so you've got 8
Under a
rounds
minute.
to
Yeah.
do as you please. I'll move the corpses to the side for now. You can do your harvesting later if you want to, you freaks. But if and how you want to prep anything, you've got 8 rounds to do it. You can just describe it to me. We don't need to go in initiative order.
Bongo wants the pinwheel there. He wants to heal Sandrel with
Yep.
50 points
Uh,
from Channel Divinity.
Rage will drop. Yep, very nice.
And
Is anyone moving, gathering around? Ethelbert will come back up.
Bongo does some
Yeah.
more healing on top of that as well. He'll do like a mass healing word, I think.
Very cool.
So an extra 12 healing to anyone who needs it.
Beautiful.
No, just down my rock up here. I think it's only a minute, isn't it? So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so.
Yeah,
it's on
flight.
my fly.
Yeah, flight's up for ages, yeah. You're fine.
Just seeing what else I do.
Ethelbert will move over here.
I say Grey would probably just shimmy a bit close, and it's probably a bit cheeky and dumb, but in this time he'd probably shoot 3 arrows where he remembers the thing last being, just to kind of make sure he's got his aim good, and then he's just going to hold that 4th arrow the moment he sees it come
Oh,
back.
love it. Love it.
Can I hold to... I want to cast Hold Person.
But when it's about to come back.
Yeah,
Okay. Does it say humanoid?
it does.
Fireball.
Choose a humanoid you can see within range.
You would know that this counts as a giant,
Oh,
which
okay,
doesn't
it's
count as a
okay.
humanoid. Bungo would know that.
Yeah, I thought it might because they have look like a humanoid, but no,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
fine.
it's, yeah.
I'll just hold Sacred Flame then, I guess.
Very cool. Anyone else gathering up next to where it's coming back to hold an attack or anything like that?
Is Sacred Flame a save for the
Yeah,
giant?
dex
Or is
save.
that
Yeah.
Can I do hold a Mind Sliver then?
Yep, very cool.
Well,
And we
they
can
might as well,
sequence
yeah.
sequence it so that it will work like that. That's fine.
Sandra will also hold a shot.
Perfect. Ethelbert will hold a magic stone because it's perfect. Picks up a little rock, starts glowing. Grey, yeah, where you shot the 3 arrows, it's almost like only visible to you, a silvery constellation joins the 3 points of the arrow together as you feel Celestian's presence with you.
Like some
As-
sort of triangular bullseye.
Exactly.
Hang on. Tyler would remember the fire and acid thing. So actually, the
Fireball.
fireball.
Very cool.
And tell everyone else as well.
It's coming
In
back.
case they've got other things.
And it's
Speaking of arrows, I haven't actually. I just remembered I haven't been like taking them off at all throughout this whole campaign. I'd like to get rid of like 30. I don't know how many have I been shooting.
It seems like a lot. Like,
I feel like you could have
20?
easily replenished in Mirabar, so I'd say more like 15 or 10 would be fine.
plus you can pick
go
up your
15.
arrows and stuff, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but how often am I going to do that? Let's do
All
that.
right. So we'll do this. It'll come back on Bungo's turn, which is perfect because Bungo's at the top of the round. So let's go up to Bungo. And Bungo, you can kind of be fiddly with it anyway and drop it when you want to.
Yeah.
So we'll just do it at the top of the round because it's at the end of the round anyway. Oh, I don't want to leave Sandrel out though. We'll just go from the top of the round. Happy with that, Natalie?
It's fine with me.
Yeah. So Bungo drops it slightly before. This huge roar as this thing's just been raging as it's been stuck in a harmless demiplane. It comes back into existence. I'll say every shot is essentially an aimed shot. So I'll say every shot in this round has advantage. So, Sandra, if you want to shoot your arrows with advantage.
Is it 2 because she has multi-attack, or is it just 1 because...
It's 2.
Okay.
Longbow doesn't have the loading property.
Then she will also bonus action Monster Slayer thingamajig.
Oh, beautiful. So,
If it's in
no.
60 feet, which I think it is.
it is perfectly in 60 feet. The 14 misses. The 23 hits.
Plus 6.
Very nice. See if you guys can burn it completely in one round. It no longer has its resistance because the banishment timed out its rage, which is pretty clutch as well.
Oh,
On
man.
to Bungo.
Yeah, Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame. I'll say with the aimed shot for this, I'll give it disadvantage.
I feel like I'd be raging out of frustration if I was back.
Oh man, it rolled really well, but not well enough. 14,
DC 17.
16. Very nice. Blam. Oh, Bungo, that is your full turn, so I assume you'd want to pinwheel as well.
Oh, yeah, if it's full turn, then I'll do Pinwheel as well, yeah.
Did you cast pinwheel before you cast banishment?
No.
Okay,
But
sweet.
it's
So
not it's not concentration, so yeah. Oh,
but it's
yeah,
only
so
a
you
minute,
mean-
right?
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it would
yeah.
it would still be up if you cast it
Okay.
after banishment. So yeah, with advantage, pinwheel, please.
Oh, cool.
That hit. 2d8 plus blessed strikes or whatever. Plus your wisdom mod.
Plus
Woo!
an 16. Extra D.
Nice.
Does that apply on? No, that doesn't apply on my.
No, sorry, that was me being stupid. The fire and the pinwheel carving down. Blam. Did you want to be next to it to hit it? Or did you want to range attack?
Oh, I'll go next to it.
Yeah. Did you want to rage again? Your rage did drop. It's up to you.
It's a good question.
How many rages have you got left?
Me? I shall not rage.
Okay. Calmly fly up to it. Give it a good bonkening.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that hits. 2d6, 1d8.
15. Plus 5 is 20.
20 damage on the first hit. Oh, very nice. That just hits. 2d6, 1d. Boom. 5, 10, 18. Blam brings it down below half health. It's bloodied. But it's a big thing. Ethelbert. I've said it now. I'm magic stoning. Yeah. He misses. Varda and the boys. Oh wait, he gets advantage. He hits. Magic stone. 6 damage. Plinks of its head. Alright, come on, Eurus and the boys. We got advantage now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god. Miss, miss, miss. And Eurus gets a nat 20! Wow, 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 wow. Ooh.
Hey guys. official. Yours is the new arrows.
And we max the first dice, so actually it's maximum damage for 21 damage. Pew!
Damn.
Right in the side of the head.
I'm convinced Kieran will play Yoris if Sandra dies.
Gray, your shot is lined up. You have advantage.
Yip. Pew pew.
Come on. Come on.
No,
Oh, 19.
almost.
28 plus the Star Shard Quiver.
Oh yes. Boop. Boop.
38.
Not bad.
Oh my god. It's dead. Frost Giant's dead. It's down to Atala. Can you finish this thing? I'll tell you now, it's possible.
Ooh, well, if I roll high, we shall.
Yep.
Is it advantage?
It's advantage. A crit would be real nice. No,
Mm,
no one's critting. 13. It is alive.
Fuck.
Gee.
What?
And so, in its final death frenzy, it will make 2 strikes against Mr. Blam Wolfhorn, only one of which hits. He's not raging, so it is a full... I don't know why I rolled it twice there. Check its sheet. Oh, because it's raging. Got it. It's not raging, so therefore 25 damage to Blamity, down to 70 health. He's fine. Which gives the honor of potentially finishing this creature to a Miss Quinzel.
Yeah, she'll just pepper off 2 shots. Nothing fancy.
Hell yeah.
Does she have sharpshooter or
Don't think so.
not? Okay.
No, she does not.
There's too many things I don't care how to shoot at that point.
Oh yeah, they both hit. Roll the damage. If you roll super low on both, could still be.
Oh.
Oh no, yeah.
Hey. There you go.
And with Atala's knowledge, I assume Atala, you know to burn the body.
Yeah,
Yep.
burn it down.
She's called it out to all of you, so there's no need to worry about that. And with that, you are truly victors of this
Nice.
battle.
Whew.
Go away, music. Yeah. The humongous bodies of, well, really one's become jelly thanks to Blam. 2 frost giants, the mutated, now that you're closer, especially Blam can see that this special one that was banished has these horrible mutations across its body beneath its leathers. What look like small malformed arms, even the beginning nub of a head growing at the base of its neck, a second head
Jesus.
was forming there. Clearly there's a downside to the blessing from its dark god.
Mm.
But with that, the valley falls silent, gentle snow falls around you. What would you like to do?
Oh, wow, that was quite exciting. Well done, Bungo. Don't think we would have. Think we would have been in trouble if we hadn't banished him.
Oh, we've seen tougher things, haven't we, Blam?
Yes.
I don't doubt it. This is the most I've seen. It's very impressive, I must say.
Well, it was quite the spectacle getting to see yourself and Blam fly around here with such such presence in the air, like 2 majestic birds.
Well, thank you, dear. I'm glad you used it to your advantage, Blam. I think you did well.
It was very handy.
I'm sure, like a whacking things like a Oh, so I can't remember the name of it, where you hit picks and, get the brick. I can't remember what it's called. The thing that people do for gold thing. I can't remember, don't I?
No idea what you're talking about.
Enjoying the
Can't
journey,
think of
though.
words. I'm not a rock person.
Ask Aethelbert.
I don't know.
Well, if we've got a minute, I'm gonna go and have a look. This is quite interesting creature. Just gonna do some doodles.
Yeah, and on examining, doing an investigation for me.
Yeah.
You got plenty of time, so. You're about to get something good. I'll say take advantage with the time you have.
Okay.
Roll again. Yeah, nice. Yeah, you examine it, and with the great history check you had before as well in mind, this thing was definitely covering up the mutations. You think perhaps logically that it would have been a mark of shame, perhaps causing it to be exiled should its peers have seen it. It has tight bandages and pulled tight leather over these horrible lumps and misformed limbs that are growing from its body at different points. It looks densely muscled, and you can see across its body a patchwork of scars, battle scars, where so many different wounds have reformed. You can see this creature was definitively female. That it looks to have gathered a number of grisly trophies that it's tied across its body. You see large bones that could have belonged to any huge creature, a dragon even, perhaps. Yeah, this thing was a mighty, mighty warrior. But with its flesh charred from the use of fire, you can see that the regenerative properties have died within it.
Good. Yeah, so I was just gonna do some doodles with this and these things up here, and even with these guys, just a bit of everything.
Yeah, the other frost giants are similar, of course. The Remorazes are more interesting. Their biology is quite alien. There's this insectoid aspect to them. So much of their carapace is this chitinous, halfway between chitin and scale across their body. That's an amazing doodle. But there's just below that layer, there's like this, it's almost like their blood is like fire or lava, this thick ooze with a brutal heat, which is still there even now. They died not that long ago. You think probably much more so than the frost giants, parts of their body could probably be salvaged for interesting uses. If you could find some kind of material that could contain, or in fact, make some kind of container out of their own body vessels or the scales themselves, you could maybe transport some of the lava-like blood and use that.
Definitely try and do that.
Yeah. Would Sandral be interested in that too?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So I'd say with Atala pointing and noting, and Sandral using her dexterous skills at this, I'll say both with advantage. Atala roll an intelligence check. Or, well, I'd say investigation is fine. Get that chunky modifier in there. And Sandral roll a survival, yeah, with advantage. I'm going to add your scores together. Okay, 17, 15, 4, 8. Oh no, wait, because that's come through wrong, because you've got expertise in survival, Sandral, so that's actually 19. So 19, 17 is 36. Wow, very nice. Yeah, I'd say between the two of you, Sandral, you have the idea of instead trying to use these scales because they're very difficult to kind of interlock. You actually have the quite genius idea of snapping off some of the smaller legs and using the ends of them as they come to this point, almost like a horn, a drinking horn or a cone, to have some of the hot blood inside. And you can see that it's maintaining its heat, and you just carefully strap down a tightly fitted scale across the top of it, and you can take, with that score, I'd say five cones of Remoran's blood.
Does it maintain its heat the whole time?
Seems so, yeah.
Oh, carrying hot water bottles around is great.
Pretty much, yeah. With the you holding these cones, there is a very pleasant, powerful heat coming from it that doesn't burn you, and is constant.
Nice. Yeah.
Can she feel them so it doesn't spill out?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. Yeah, she'd take one for her own use then, and then offer it around to other people as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No worries. Yeah, I'd say you'd get 5 in total with that roll.
Right. Only the important people get one.
You give
Well,
one
you
to
painted
Yorick.
yourself into a corner now. Who's that?
PCs, obviously. These guys don't get one. Especially this
No,
guy.
Yorick gets one.
No,
Oh, little Yoris.
Bungo would let them have it. He's not the type to.
Would Bungo give his to Yoris?
Yeah.
Yeah, Yoris would thank you. Amazing. Very cool.
What sort of time of day is it?
From watching it back, I think you're towards the end of the day, like mid-afternoon
Okay.
on the 23rd. And from the directions you received from Kyla? I want to get the name right.
Might have written it down. Hold on.
Kyla. Yeah, Kyla, I've got it written down. From the directions you received, you know that after this point, it's only about another hour of travel to Turchak's Folly.
Which one was Turchak's Folly again?
It's like an old ruined outpost. It's a place where you're able to take a long rest.
Yeah, let's push on to there and
Yeah.
take a long rest there, I reckon.
Yeah, you've definitely got the time and the weather permitting as well to make your way there. You push on, and the stairs at this point are pretty much unblemished. The wear and tear that the very early steps had is not present here, and the names you only see very, very rarely. And you'd actually probably not recognize the names as such, but you'd recognize some family names. You'd see a Forge Fire. You wouldn't see a Sunderston, but you would see perhaps a Gwen's daughter,
Is this on the
steps? A Grey Shield. Yeah. I'll say if you're interested in the names, Bungo, it's maybe I should type them in for spelling's sake.
Forge
A
Fire.
A Torgan Grey Shield.
Forge Fire's from what's his face, right?
Absolutely, yeah. A ruling family in Mirabar, Dagon Forgefire, and your good friend Gildred Forgefire.
Yeah, that was it.
It's at Dagatha Forgefire.
I want to rename Blossom's mum Dagatha now.
Pretty great.
And the Gwen's daughter one is Gwen. Gwen's daughter.
Okay, thank you.
That's all right. So it could be interesting to take back. So you spot these names; they're very few and far apart, and they look like they were carved quite weakly. You think probably drag themselves up to this high, but not make it all the way. They must have been incredibly determined and have dragged themselves through their bodies giving out to the very last. They got themselves here. But before too long, traveling here in the thinning air, thinking back on the fight and this whole remaining part of the journey since the fight, the guards have just been chattering the whole time, and all of you at different points over here just like, did you see that guy just smash the frost giant down into the peak? Yeah, but that one, his arrows look like stars. Like, they're just chattering about you guys the whole fucking time. Yoris in particular is looking at you, Sandra, with just like sparkly eyes as he's looking over at you. The things he's seen you do. Varda, though, is just like sulkily walking along behind, kicking stones off the side of the cliff and what have you. But before too long, you reach Turchak's Folly. Turchak's Folly, you can see, is as advertised. It looks like it was an old watchtower built on this jutting ledge out over an impossible drop beneath, where you can't even see the ground below. There, a mist obscures the ground beneath. But the folly itself was built on a solid part of the stone, and the tower looks to have been damaged in some cataclysmic fight long ago. Old rents in the stone, great holes broken into the side of this cylindrical tower, and guard posts next to it. But enough of it is intact to provide you shelter from the weather. I assume you'd like to head inside.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as the day comes to a close,
I can't hear anything, right?
No. As you step up, there's the weather and there's a silence. You don't think anything is amiss here.
Okay, good. Yeah, let's walk inside then.
Excellent. Switch to this one. Yeah, so as you head inside, you can see very little here. Old remnants of long gone campfires, scratches on the walls, but not much really in this place.
Tyler's going to try and seal up the entrance with snow.
Mm-hmm.
Make it a bit more cozy. Get the dancing lights out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, and you do. You got plenty of time. Ethelbert would offer to. I'm gonna sneeze. Ooh. The sneeze went away. To seal it more powerfully, if you wanted him to, or instead he offers to seal up some of the holes in the tower. He can cast Wall of Stone.
Ooh. Nice. Has that got a time on it, or?
It stays there, I think.
Ooh.
If you maintain for that concentration for the whole duration, the wall becomes permanent.
Damn.
Cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Entrance or holes of the tower? Can only be one or the other.
Well, Tyler can do the little holes.
Yeah.
Snow. Fill them with snow.
No,
You
I
can do
say,
the
I
front.
think you should do the little holes, and then we got one defensible point.
Yeah.
I will also say the holes are quite big.
Oh,
It
Yeah.
looks like something's come through. Imagine
Yeah.
like a catapult boulder just like smashing through.
Yeah, get him to do the
Oh.
holes.
Yep.
You can do the hole.
Mhm.
Cool. So with that, and with some use of transmuting stone as well, Ethelbert, grumbling to himself, goes about his business, sealing everything up. Does a pretty good job of it.
Nice.
And then Atala, you seal the entrance with snow, and you have a sealed place to sleep, it seems. Completely protected from the weather.
Nice. Make a little gap for fiery smoke, but otherwise, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Not a problem.
I think Bongo would approach Grey at some point in the evening,
Mm-hmm.
and I think maybe just sort of sit with him and maybe chat with him over dinner around a fire, and just I think Bongo is just going to sort of say, not in so few many words, just express to Gray his worry over what's been happening with Lyra.
I mean, Gray is still somewhat new to this faith thing and hasn't experienced obviously what you have, but neither of you. This is obviously brand new to you, so he'd probably just be a bit brutally honest. Doesn't try to, dampen your worries, but just sort of say it's right for you to worry because this is not normal. But to not lose the faith just because something's changed, but instead continue questioning it, following it, trying to figure it out. Because although it may not be right currently, something may be wrong, it just means you've got to solve it, you've got to fix it. So if anything, it should make you more motivated.
Yeah, I think Bungo would be sort of deep in thought and sort of nodding alongside what
Gray's
Gray's
nodding as well.
saying. He's not saying a huge amount. I think Bungo is definitely a little bit in his own head at the moment. But yeah, I think he's just sort of quietly eating and readying himself and preparing his spells for the next day.
I think Gray would ensure him that no matter what happens with Lyra, that he needs to keep on smiling, because the moment Bungo stops smiling, then everything's going to go terribly wrong.
Bungo sort of gets a curl of his mouth, probably, that you haven't seen in the last sort of 24 hours maybe, and says, "You're right, old friend, seems so long ago now. Keep on smiling. That's what I always used to say to myself, and haven't had a need for it as much in these last 5 years. I've felt like I've spent the entire last half a decade smiling to myself every day. It's only now that I need a reminding of that, so thank you."
And of course, Gray smiles back.
Seeing Bungo quite upset, would she have been able to overhear that conversation, Tom? How close quarters is this?
The tower's actually quite large, so it's really down to Bungo and Gray if they wandered away from the group, if they stayed nearby.
I don't need to wander massively far, but I think Bungo's intention was kind of to... I feel like Bungo's the kind of person who doesn't like worrying other people, and he doesn't want to be a burden to other people. And
Or at least too many other people.
especially
maybe
to not
for
too
example,
many.
now.
Yeah, I think he feels like Gray is the, like, in a way, the strongest of the group. So I think he probably would have felt more comfortable sort of confiding in Gray specifically. So maybe I think he probably would have tried to sort of do it, sort of maybe slightly out of earshot.
Out of earshot? Okay. Can I say that she would have at least recognised the lip movements of, like, Lyra she's looking over, and see
I'd
Bungo
assume,
is worried.
as his wife, you'd probably just be able to detect and pick up that the vibes are off.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And if she could see sort of that he's talking about Lyra, then she would sort of frown a bit. She looks kind of upset, and she would wander away from the whole group, separate herself, maybe go outside.
Yeah, you can definitely do that.
Looks around, see if there's anyone nearby. If no one's there, she's gonna get out the cube.
As you reach down to the bag, you notice that the heat from your last interaction with it is still there. Somewhat diminished, but still there. You pick it out, and it has Notably, its three sides scarred with the emblems. One of the 3 stars of Lyra, one of the portrait of a dragon's head of Bahamut, and the last of a coiled serpent, and the small crack that's run across, and most recently the tiny bit of stone fell out of it.
Gonna sit down in the snow
Mm-hmm.
and just run a finger along the crack and the little bit that's missing. Just like, alright. I know you're up to something. I know you've been messing or doing something with my husband's god. And if you don't answer me right now about what it is, well, I'm gonna just leave you in the snow, no matter how curious I am. She sort of shakes it, annoyed and annoyed.
Does Atala say that with complete conviction? She means what she says?
Yep.
Okay. As you say that, Atala, the box, the heat of the box dims. You can feel the heat kind of evaporating almost away from it. And instead of the heat, there is a chill that runs through it. You find your vision drawn to the box itself, and the world around you seems to dim as the heat disappears. The world goes as well. This whole process is almost maddeningly slow, like a record winding down, something that's run out of power, just slows down until it finally stops. And as it stops, there's a flash, and the first image in your mind's eye is this large yellow serpent's eye that opens in front of you. Flash goes, and the next image, it's almost like you're being propelled across this grey plain. No grass or trees. It's like you're flying through the air above a land that is just this grey, empty. You would call it a desert, but there's not even any sand. There's no sand dunes or hills. It's just this grey emptiness. But there is a ground and there is a sky. And as you tumble further forwards and forwards, moving through the air, propelled not by your own will, but just by whatever force has you here, you see this shape in the distance, this flat shape. It looks almost like the edge of a city, a wall. You get closer and closer, and it looms up in your view. And you find yourself feeling fear in the pit of your stomach, this dull fear, like the fear of an animal that knows it's in the sight of some great predator above that it can't yet see, but it knows its time is short. This fear winds its way through the rest of your body, chills through your veins. As you plummet towards this wall, you start to pick out details. This wall is no normal wall made of brick, stone, lumber, or mortar. You see faces, skulls, faces drawn in horror, in expressions of their last screams of agony. Some of the faces still move and twitch, empty eye sockets, open mouths, no teeth, just this grey skin pulled taut over skeletal features. The wall writhes and you find yourself now coming down to the ground in front of it. This small woman against this huge looming wall in front of you. You see them all. And then a hissing voice, as if there were some small serpent on your shoulder, just says, This is the fate of the unfaithful. This is what becomes of those who don't pledge themselves to a god, to Lyra. And suddenly the cube, which you didn't see before, is in your hand again, and it's shuddering, and the symbols of Lyra flip to the top, and they're burning white. of the great platinum dragon, and it flips again, and now the dragon's head is burning white light up above. This is what happens to those who won't kneel. You find that grip that had transported you to this place, brought you to this wall, lessens. You can feel your limbs again. It's almost like you're being dropped from maybe a couple of feet above the ground. You're able to move. What do you do?
She just sort of wakes up with still probably a bit of fear there. Just sort of shaking a little bit with the cube in her hands.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's probably a bit too shaken to sort of think properly right now. So she's just kind of like sits there for a bit, drops it in the snow, but like slowly picks it back up. Alright. She just puts it back in her bag.
As you pick it back up,
Mm.
do a perception check. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. You pick up the cube. There's now a dim heat, and you would notice, there is a slight glow to the coiled serpent symbol on it.
Mm. Stares at it before she puts it in her bag. I think she just sits there for a good couple of minutes, like getting rid of the fear before she goes back in.
Mhm.
But yeah.
Anything from anybody else? As the evening darkens fully, the light falls from the sky. It's a clear night, no clouds. It is bitingly cold, but the stars are out in full force, and the view is quite spectacular this high up in the mountains, so far from any other sources of light.
Bungo would like to do a watch.
Bungo first watch. Anybody else?
Yeah, I'll take one.
Gray second.
No, I think Atala's just going to lay in bed and stare at her cube in her bag all night.
Okay. No one else offers. Ethelbert will happily do the third. Come out of his sleeping rock coffin. Okay.
Yeah.
Bungo then, as the group settles down for the night, once more sustained by the rations of the Thunderston expedition. Bungo, you head to the cave entrance and look outside. 26.
Should technically be an advantage.
I was going to say, roll again.
It didn't do it.
It's fine. Okay. Let's roll something quickly. Yeah, the first thing you notice, Bungo, is the stars are beautiful. The clearest you've ever seen them. There's been times on your travels with the caravan where you've sat with Spitz, sat with Atala, sat with Rockwell, sat with Norma, everyone, and just gazed up and looked at the stars together and picked out constellations of your own or shared stories. But this is something else. So high up, and on this, jutting edge of the rock, it's almost like you're thrust out into space itself. The stars surround you, different strengths glittering in the sky like a field of gems forever catching the light. It's absolutely breathtaking. Sorry, I just need to roll. Here it comes. Okay. As you sit gaze up at the sky, but your sharp eyes catch movement. Maybe 150, 200 feet away, back the way you came, right on the edge of the path where the stairs kind of level out to this, to Kerchak's folly. Kerchak's folly. You catch the shred of movement. Looks like the edge of someone's coat as they quickly move behind an outcropping of rocks. You're sure you saw it, but you didn't see much. But there was definitely someone there.
Grey. Oh, Grey. He'll wait, Grey.
Okay.
You know, she's got the best eyes, and maybe Sandra as well, actually.
Okay. A soft shake of the shoulder for both of you. Sandral and Grey, you're awoken.
Oof.
There's somebody. How far away do you say it was, Tom?
Maybe 150 feet.
Almost 200, less than 200 feet away from us.
Grey would probably head on out, probably stealthily.
Roll a stealth check for me, please.
Yeah.
Roger Dodger.
And yeah, he'll. If Bungo hadn't already pointed out, he'll ask direction that it was in and
Yeah, he would have.
get his spyglass out and keep a long lookout. See if he sees any movement.
Do a perception check with advantage for please.
Alright.
What'd you get? 19.
Bungo would
You
have,
look
would
out.
have cast guidance on him otherwise. I don't know
Yeah.
if it made sense.
That's fine. Yep. D4.
Sorry, and I didn't know anything
No,
to
no.
say it, but-
That makes sense to me. You're doing your best to see what you can. Okay. And is Sandral coming out as well? Don't know if Kieran's gone on a wander.
She'd just wait and see what Grey was doing.
Grey, with a 21, you don't see movement, but you do spot where Bungo had pointed. There seems to be not so much a path, but a natural fault in sort of the cliff face, the rock outcropping, where it looks like people could have moved in between two large ledges of rock. Kind of a natural pathway built in there. So you think if there are people, that's probably where they've gone.
You said that this was back from where we'd come from, so
Yeah.
I'm guessing we hadn't gone through them. Path
No.
not taken.
You would have seen it as you walked up, but not thought
Mhm.
much of it. It just looked like an interesting kind of
Yep.
flaw in the rock.
Well then, I think he'd probably just hush back to Bungo that it's probably his turn for his watch anyway, so he'll just stay exactly where he is and yeah, just keep that spyglass out. Tell them to take a nap and he'll let them know if he sees any.
Bungo, in that case, then, will cast Enhance Ability
Mm-hmm.
on Grey. And give him... I'm just going to see if it can upcast for one additional creature. Would Sandral stay up or not?
Well, she wouldn't go back to sleep until whatever, unless everyone else said.
Okay, then if she's staying up, he's going to cast it at 3rd level, and he's going to give both... Does it have to be the same thing? What does it matter? Yeah, he'll give both advantage on wisdom checks for the next hour. To Grey and to Sandra.
Okay. So, to be clear with you two, are you staying at Turchak's Folly and just looking out with the spyglass, or are you
I will be, yeah.
investigating closer?
Not that far out. 150, did you say?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, fuck that.
Sandral?
Well, I'm not even sure she'd be looking. She'd just be staying up till Gray's back.
Yeah, just backing him up. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gray, do perception with advantage.
Bungo would also not be sleeping, obviously, because he's concentrating on the spell.
Yeah. Oh my days.
Ugh.
I think I gave you advantage.
What did Bungo's spell do?
Just advantage.
It gave advantage, which
Oh, advantage.
the spyglass does anyway. But I knew that, and I've added a modifier in my head.
Oh, okay.
So, because yeah, it is all enhancing your ability. Gray, you keep a close watch, a sharp eye. You're used to looking for very small movements, especially in the city. It can be the flick of a hand, twitch of an eye, a signal attempted to be hidden between two people that completely changes how you have to handle a situation. It's maybe 40 minutes into this, and you've kept a strong vigil the whole time. 40 minutes of nothing. But then you do spot what you think is a slightly confusing sight. A flash of a face, as if someone had peeked over the side, kind of on a diagonal of a rock outcropping towards where you are, towards the tower. The face was lit by moonlight and starlight. With a 21... No, not 21. 20, because I added 5 for Bungo's spell. You'd have noticed a couple of things. Number one, it seemed to be a humanoid. The right kind of scale, size, and shape. 2, that their skin seemed to be an odd tone and texture. Kind of scaly. But 3, almost in opposition to the scaly skin, the features of the face were feminine and were distinctly very beautiful. Very clear contours, the flash of a sharp cheekbone, the curve of the face down, full lips, sharp almond-shaped eyes. Very, very strikingly beautiful. Just this face caught in the moonlight for just a second before disappearing behind the rock again.
Okay. Gray would probably, with his free hand, just snap his finger to get... Was it both Bungo and Sandrell that stay up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whichever of them is, if they're both nearby, just to get their attention.
Mm-hmm.
Probably beckon them to come closer.
Yeah, Bungo would come up.
Stay down, stay low. See if they can
I'm great
probably
at
just
stealth.
just whisper something to them like, "There's someone out there. Stay here. I'll go check it out."
Okay.
And he'll kind of hand his spyglass over to them.
Take Lyra's guidance. You'll cast guidance again. Which will drop the on perception, but I feel like we got the use out of that.
Can I say that a tunnel is definitely eavesdropping?
Oh yeah.
And yeah, Gray will try to, as sneakily as possible, head on over to where he saw the face. Or, not like in a direct route, but like zipping between covers.
Mm-hmm.
But heading in that direction.
Yeah, stealth check for me, please.
Actually, fuck it. Can I say I would have cast
Oh.
enhanced ability for dexterity on him?
Sure. Roll again,
If you
Gray.
want.
See if you get the nat 20.
So,
Yeah,
sorry,
go
I
ahead.
didn't even see it. So,
Yeah, you wouldn't have known.
yeah.
Yeah, Gray. With the night as well and the stars, Gray, you feel as you crouch into your familiar stance and head into the night, you blend with the shadows. It feels like you almost follow. No, it's not even following, because you do it just as well as he would. It's almost like you're back with Vey on the rooftops when you were younger, except now it's this almost like a shadowy, and you know it's part of your imagination. It's nothing that alarms you. You think you know it's Celestian alongside you, this shadowy form darting from rock to rock, and it becomes, just as it did with Vey, this competition where you're just trying to outdo each other, and you just completely disappear. To the rest of you, Gray's gone. There's nothing there at all. There's no whisper of movement. There's nothing. Gray, you approach the floor in the rock. What's your plan?
Just to see if he can get any more information via hearing, seeing. But he's not going to just immediately, ha, who goes in?
Okay.
He just wants more information.
Yeah. Perception check me, please. And Celestian is giving you his own guidance.
Oh. Oh.
Plus a d4.
Oh, yes.
Every little helps.
Yeah.
You hit the 30. Okay. You look down, and with Celestian crouched next to you, your vision shifts, and it's like you're seeing into a whole other spectrum of light. You can see the rock as this dull, deep black and blue alongside you, and up ahead you see three bodies, almost dazzlingly bright, highlighted in starlight across them. Three humanoids. You see the beautiful woman that you saw before in sleek leather armor with a metal breastplate, tightly fitted. With a 30, you're going to get everything here. A design of scales and a constant coiling, wrapping serpent, almost like a Celtic knot going all the way around the breastplate itself. You see a vicious-looking scimitar at her side. The edge of it has a sheen of green to it. There's no liquid there, but just from looking at it and from this sight gifted to you by Celestian and your own incredible talents, you know that there must be a horrific poison infused in the metal of that blade. It looks like she carries it unsheathed, because any sheath would just blister and burn away that tried to touch the metal of that scimitar. Next to her is a stocky female, humanoid, tall but broad, muscular. The armor she wears is heavy plates, and it even adventuring alongside Blam, it baffles you at the ease and the strength with which she shifts inside these huge plates of metal. Her weapon is this huge curved sword, and she carries it like a toddler with a lollipop. It's like nothing in her hand. Again, her skin is scaled, but there's not the beauty now, but instead this protruding brow, deep set eyes, battle scars. It looks like she has a cleft upper lip off to the left, revealing teeth that you see glistening in the starlight are pointed as a serpent's, thin, not like a wolf's canine, but like a serpent's fang. These thin, pointed teeth joined together there, and scaled skin of a darker complexion than the beauty that you saw before, and hair coiled tight on her head like a mass of snakes itself. Not so much moving, but tightly bound and wound around each other. The third is a less striking figure. Seems to be male, long hair, draped down like jet black drapes either side of a pale greenish face, again scaled skin. The eyes move with an incredible intelligence and perception, a depth within them. You see this one carries what looks to be, God, you rolled a 30 on perception, what looks to be a bludgeoning weapon, but built such that the end is like a censer, censer, with a wisps of smoke coming out from inside it, as if incense is burning inside. On this one, you see robes, but with the obvious signs of heavy armor underneath. And across the robe is a repeating design, not before of this like whirling knot, this beautiful knot, but instead a simple stamped repeating design of a coiled snake wrapped up. And you see the three of them caught in the starlight.
Okay. Do I recognize this snaky insignia or even their race? So they're all three of them in the same race, from what I can tell.
From what you can tell, they do share similarities, yeah. You can do a history or nature check for me. And for the insignia, you can do a religion check.
First.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, religion, I got a bit more.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. History, yeah. You've heard stories, popular ones, particularly with sailors coming into Neverwinter. You've overheard down at the docks. Tales gladly told of a strange people, scaled of skin and fanged and clawed. The tales varied of horror stories, gross over-exaggerations. Now that you see these people, you can see that they walk as humans do. They don't slink along the ground as serpents. But you know these to be Yuan Ti, a serpent-like people. You've heard stories of dark rituals, blood sacrifices, a tribal society, island people hidden away from much of civilization, off the Sword Coast on islands there. Yeah, you've heard a whole world of different rumors, but now that you can see these three stood, you can start to pick out the truth between some of them. As for religion, something rings a bell, particularly with Celestian stood next to you, and you kind of grasp your temples and you look up into the sky for the moment, and a constellation forms of this coiled serpent, and you watch as a vision of Celestian takes over your eyes for a moment, and you watch as the coiled serpent unwinds in the sky, the stars impossibly moving as they move, and you see in the sky suddenly lit all these different constellations. You see the constellation of Bahamut, of Lyra, these clearly picked out designs of the dwarven gods, Moradin, Dumathoin, all these different gods that you're aware of, and you watch as the serpent moves amongst them. It doesn't bite. There's no lunging serpent-like strike. It just moves among them, and as it moves, you watch as each of these constellations just begins to dim and fade and disappear slowly from existence as you snap back to your normal vision. You don't have a name, but you have this sense of a great serpent and a dark purpose, fading gods.
Okay. They're not friends. So. If I stayed perfectly still, am I close enough to at any point hear them talking?
Potentially, if you moved a little bit closer, yeah.
How close would I do that?
It wouldn't be far. You get close enough to hear them. You think they are talking in hushed whispers. You'd probably need to be within
10?
With your sharp senses, I'd say 20. Right now, you're probably 40 feet away.
Yeah. Bearing in mind. Yes, I don't know if I can. If I were to continue moving towards them, I assume you'd want another stealth check.
Would. You'd have advantage, and you'd have Celestian's guidance, but I would.
Ah, right. Yeah, I was going to mention, because I've just remembered I've got this supreme sneak, and it would be damn slow. So yeah, I would probably try and get within that 20 feet then.
Okay. Go ahead and make the stealth check with advantage and with guidance.
Oh, right. Right. Double one. Oh. I nearly do. Oh,
At 4. Okay.
that's
I've got to
alright.
make a roll now.
Yeah. What a roll.
1 and a 2. Fuck me.
I'm only going to roll for one of them, but I'm going to roll for the most perceptive.
That's why you always play halflings.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
You're entranced. You're desperate for this knowledge. All those instincts that you've built up over time, trying to stifle that urge, to be patient, to wait. It's always right to wait. Don't give in to the urge to get closer. It's just overridden. You need to know. You step closer and closer. A stone skitters across the ground, barely touched by your foot. You watch as the one with the long dark hair, the ears kind of perk up for a second, and he looks over. But as he looks towards you, this shadow seems to fade in front of you as you watch the starlight form of Celestian next to you cover where you're standing. The long dark hair and the yellow slitted eyes peer down the rockway, but don't seem to see you. By
I think I get what you're saying.
by
what?
one. As it looks away, Celestian dissipates, and you feel almost like a hand on your shoulder as he disappears, expending his power for now to keep you hidden.
Yep.
You're close enough to hear them now. You begin to hear this hissing talk. She's inside. Should we strike now? And that's where we'll end today's session.
No!
No.
Oh, intriguing.
Ugh.
Intriguing.
Fuck, man.
You know, I have a
I'm
short
actually
rest.
sweating.
Tyler, you would have already had a short rest, yeah. Anyone who wants to use a short rest, feel free to do so.
I will.
Oh, yes, please, actually.
Woo! There was some rolls. There was some shit. You fucking pummeled the shit out of those frost giants. I was like, have I given them too much to fight? And you go, Blam's just there like, batter up, baby! Boom, boom, boom.
Pretty great.
Fucking
like that.
hell.
Banishment is such a ridiculously powerful spell.
I like that stone shape into a hammer though. That's pretty great.
That was badass. I
Yeah.
love that. Yeah. Yeah, I will make that into a weapon because you've still got that hammer, Blam. Hammer time,
carrying it,
baby.
right? Hmm.
Yeah, very interesting. Some interesting choices, some interesting things going down. Atala choosing to threatening to break the connection.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's been you've been on the cusp of stuff for a while, and then it was like, fuck you, tell me something.
Yeah. It's just because seeing Bongo is so sad, you know?
Yeah, it
He's
made
sad.
perfect sense. I've been so interested in Atala's like feelings and thoughts overall because it's such a difficult situation to know what to share, what to not share, to what to think.
She doesn't
yeah.
want to worry him at the same time or anyone else.
Completely. They're fucking questing after Jorek, and Bungo's got so much on his shoulders right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
You guys are getting close to Rhine Breath as well. This is the last stretch to Rhine Breath now.
Well, how
And
many hours?
because you got Kyla's information, it'll be a straight shot. You won't be wandering around. How many hours? Travel. So if you're doing your stop, start, it'll be 6 hours because it'll be 3 hours normally.
Probably will do the stop start. It's just to avoid exhaustion.
Yeah, for sure. But that means in the next day of travel, you'll get there.
Nice.
See what Rhine Breath holds. But then you also need to decide what you're gonna do with the Grey's discovery.
Kill him.
Grey don't know what to do with Grey's discovery.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
I love it.
Scary though.
And I love that
And was it
Grey's-
common they were speaking?
they were speaking common. Yes, they were speaking common with each other. You would have sensed a heavy accent, the hissing tone to their voice as well. Just from that exchange, I'd say as well, you'd notice there doesn't seem to be like a leader within them. They were kind of standing on equal stead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, you say that. So one of them was like asking, but I suppose they weren't asking one of them. It was just like a general question to the other
Yes,
two.
it was. Yeah, it was like an open question to everyone.
Okay.
But yeah,
Well,
Yeah.
fuck.
yeah. But that's that for now.
Yeah.
Can people do next Sunday?
Yes.
Can indeed.
Should be good. Should be good.
When are you fellas off to Portugal?
Not next week, but the week after.
12th?
Yeah, the 12th.
12th.
That should
So that
work
will be
perfectly
on
with
the
week
on the
off.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, work perfectly with the week off. Excellent. Cool. I'll see
Yeah.
you freaks and geeks next Sunday then.
Yeah.
Oh.
See you later.
Yeah. GG, everyone.
Well played.